right. Good morning and welcome in here on this Wednesday.
Boy, did I hit Noah with some trivia.
Yeah, no, Lloyd threw some numbers at me this morning. Well, the real number I was concerned with was the 0% my phone was on when I woke up.
A Stewie.
I had a panic. I roll over, my phone is unplugged, and just brick. I tried to tap it.
You were bricked up?
No, the phone was.
Oh.
I tried to tap the phone to check the time. It was nothing. Thank the Lord for my dog. Tucker's the only reason I made it here this morning.
That's Lloyd Court.
I look at it and I plug it in and it says, I'm just like, please say 5:30, please say 5:30, please say 5. Please say anything before 6 a.m.
Okay, I was going to say sometimes before 7.
No, oh yeah, that too. Like, just make this salvageable.
Yeah.
6:13. I was like, all right.
We can do it.
We can do this. I can pull this off.
I got to go now.
Got to leave now. Tucker, get out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you for your service.
Goodbye. Kick him out of bed.
Yes. But yeah.
You have no idea how many times Junior saved me. You wake up at 5:30 every morning and she just bothers me because it's due time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, my phone's dead. Like, perfect, thank you.
Right.
Or I have this man crawling bed.
Yeah, give me credit for the time left coming in the tonight.
Yeah.
I don't even know what time it is. I'm just bored.
Lurking.
Yeah,
Wake up.
I was fully expecting him to say the times I've woken you up.
No. That's over late sometimes.
It's been too long. I haven't been around you.
I do it one way.
But Kinfolk is back. Everyone was asking where he was yesterday. He's returned. It's good to see your face again.
Had to take a little vacation.
Had to take some time off.
Had a little time off. Talk to the kids. Pick my daughter up from school.
But it's good to see all of your names / faces / profile pictures in the chat this morning. But yeah, no, I appreciate everybody getting in here. Good morning to you two. How are we feeling?
Great.
Excellent. Got my neck licked.
Yeah.
Up until the numbers you threw at me before we went live, I was feeling excellent.
Noah was born before, what do we call it?
9/11?
Yeah.
No.
Pre 9/11.
Sorry.
After. Post
9/11. But that's when the hire happened in 2001.
Right.
Noah was unaware of Les Miles' track record.
That's not
No,
when
that
the hire happened.
5.
The hire happened in 05.
No, it started in 01.
Watch 5.
No, okay, not the hire, excuse me. That's when Les Miles' Oklahoma State tenure began, which is a very an inconvenient truth for him, I'd imagine. I wonder where he was. But from Les Miles from 01 to 04, I asked Noah, we were reminiscing a little bit, talking about hires and fires, and I'm a man, I'm 40, and how Van Gundy was the hire after Les. And we're like, oh, that actually would have been a better hire for LSU. I was like, what do you think Les Miles' record was at Oklahoma State?
So to all of you, don't Google it.
Don't Google it.
Yeah, don't be a Google
Les coached
cheat.
49 games at Oklahoma State.
From 01 to 04.
From 01 to 04, prior to being hired as LSU's head coach.
What do you think that record was?
I wanted some guesses at Les Miles'
Don't
record.
Don't Google it.
We'll know if you cheat.
In 49 games.
Yeah, there's no way you know it.
My guess was 36-13. Move along. As we move along, we'll get to some of the excellent news. What a news day yesterday was. We spent yesterday morning, the second half of the show, sitting here talking about what a great spot LSU baseball was in before the great day LSU baseball had. Like, we were talking about how poised they were to make a run in 2026 before the news of yesterday. The news of yesterday is it's officially announced LSU outfielder Chris Stanfield will be returning to LSU. Obviously, we talked yesterday about that, and a lot of our conversation around LSU baseball was with Stanfield returning. But he makes it official yesterday, makes the announcement. But then on top of that, LSU gets 2 massive transfer portal additions. And we were going through the lineup yesterday. What was the thing we were talking about?
Isn't
what
that
was
wild?
The one thing that stood out?
Where's the beef?
Donde está la pop? There's no pop in this lineup, you know? Andrew Messina said it yesterday. This doesn't sound like I'm hearing a lot of pop in that lineup. And I found the pop.
Cool.
LSU goes out.
It's a 2
First
liter.
off, starts the day off with Grand Canyon slugger Zach York. The only position this man will be playing is
batter's box.
Batter's box. He could probably play first base, but I have a feeling this guy will be playing the batter's box. Can we get the clip of York up there? This guy. This was all, when this commitment was announced. It fired me up. I was like, I like this guy. Just from looking at him swing the bat.
You couldn't believe Jared Mitchell called it as soon as he saw him. Goes, he'll be a fan favorite after a weekend. It's like everybody's already in love with him.
Yeah. Look at him.
I mean, beef.
Beef.
No, it's stud.
You got a little sidearm.
I mean,
Right. York does
silly, man.
It's a good time.
Zack York.
Second of the day. Oh, where's the beef?
Where's the beef? I mean, just trotting around those bases, baby. What you got to worry about speed for when you're just jogging around bases?
Now, we'll say this. Jared Mitchell, who is a world-renowned athlete and those athletes themselves, he goes, got a little gait to him.
Yeah, no, that's not a.
He's not a
fat boy.
He's just a hefty
I mean, it's Jared Lorenzen. It's the hefty lefty.
Rest in peace. But I mean, this plays in whatever ballpark you want to put it in. That is just
demolished. Yeah, no, I mean that one got the LSU baseball faithful fired up yesterday, and we'll get into that edition later on in the show. It was followed up by another big-time edition, especially when you're talking about the bat. OSU third baseman Trent Caraway announces his commitment to LSU. This one came, maybe an hour or two after the York news. So everybody was still talking about that somewhat. And then, boom, Jay Johnson strikes again by getting Oregon State third baseman Trent Caraway, who has a beautiful swing. Some people had him slated to go to the draft. He ends up not going to the draft, and now, obviously he was in the transfer portal and has committed to LSU. But I think he had 5 homers
in his regional
in Oregon State's run to Omaha. Like,
cool.
Just crushing balls.
Oh.
Yeah. But, I mean, look, this – we talked about it yesterday. Where's the pop? These are back-to-back guys with a little bit of pop in their bat. And Jay Johnson obviously saw the need and addressed it.
This is a player.
Yes. Yeah.
I love getting the gems from the smaller schools. That's awesome.
Right.
But to steal a guy like this from a big-time national championship caliber program is
this is your Ashton Larson remedy.
Gets you pretty horny in the morning.
Yeah.
No, I mean, look. This was I think a top 30 player in the 2023 class.
Also that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about some defense?
How did he get that ball to it? How did he do that? Did he flip it up to himself? He did, you dirty little fucker.
Wow.
That's cheeky.
Sneaky little boy.
Flipped it to himself.
Oh, cheeky little flips yourself.
Okay.
At third base. Cheeky little flip.
Peaky Noah over here.
But, yeah, look, I mean, we were concerned about the lack of pop in the lineup, and Jay said nay, and he had already addressed that. Yeah, don't do that. So,
nay.
Appreciate you guys joining us. We'll obviously get into the LSU baseball discussion later on today. There was one more piece of LSU baseball news, I guess you could say. As Ashton Larson made his commitment yesterday, he announced it on his Instagram that
and he has Ashton Larson way possible.
He has committed to Texas. Ashton Larson, former LSU outfielder, has transferred to the University of Texas.
He even posted this like he didn't want to.
Of course he didn't want to. Well, my favorite thing was, did you see Monster's comment underneath?
Mm-mm.
It was Jimmy Burrow doing this.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah.
They love him.
Yes. I mean, look, Ashton Larson was a massive part of this team. The last 2 seasons, he was a big piece of the national championship this year. When you talk about that bond and the buy-in, he was kind of the poster child for it.
Yeah.
Like, he was the one that we were all looking at when you're talking about from a buy-in standpoint, the fact that he was smiling even though his role had been diminished. Shout out to Ashton Larson. Wish him the best of luck. Just sad that it had to be Texas because it makes it hard to root for him. If it would have been Kansas State or Kansas or Oklahoma State or even Missouri, like someone in those Midwest schools that it was saying he could possibly end up, it would be so easy to root for Ashton Larson from here on out. But for him to wear that burnt orange just makes it a little bit harder to root for Ashton Larson, the former Tiger.
Well, and we said this when he hit the portal, is that he's probably too good, like, to not play in the SEC. Like, there's a very good chance that he could go somewhere else within the conference, and you'll see him again because that's how good. He played for LSU as a freshman, played for LSU as a sophomore, and it wasn't because of the fact he wasn't good. He just got played out of rotation because of injury. He started cold and also got hurt.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was just like you kind of played yourself out of a role, and then you go off to the Cape after winning a national championship and win the Cape Cod MVP. Yeah, I think people are watching that. So not shocked to see him go to the SEC. It just hurts to see, as it felt like Ashton Larson was kind of one of those through and through LSU guys.
Right.
And it's one of the few that you see leave that you're like, damn, could have made a difference still.
Right.
But that sting is also remedied by the return of Chris Stanfield, and then it makes his decision look a little bit smarter.
Yes.
Because why return to an outfield
that's
where I'm
loaded,
where I'm platooning again?
Right.
And
in your money season.
Right.
Play well, not against us.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
There we go.
We'll root for you against everybody.
You look good in the uniform.
Unless LSU's got some stock in the game. So.
Texas lost 2 left-handed outfield bats, so
there you go.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. So Ashton Larson ends up in Austin.
A fine Tiger.
Yes, as a part of the Texas baseball program.
No Omar.
Do what?
Not Omar.
No, not Omar.
Fine Tiger.
Speaking of a fine Tiger.
Oh.
Thank you.
How about John Pearson?
Oh, I thought you were going to.
How about John Pearson?
Post my OnlyFans? I told you guys not to do that. Don't do it.
Everybody's got to sit back. We were talking about the pop once again in this lineup.
Right.
Here's some more pop. What did you say, Lloyd, yesterday? You said 20 bombs? And you said 15.
Is this
I
Minnesota?
said 15.
Because we're all about to have some pop.
About to have some pop.
Right?
It's a big pop day
It's a regional
for
word.
Tingle and Co. Because John Pearson, speaking of a pretty swing, he's got one. And he ripped 2 homers recently that were put out on Twitter the other day. So you can
The
just sit
uniforms
back and watch.
do him no
No,
favor.
it's the best. It's my favorite part.
Really? I don't disagree.
I mean, like, I love somebody that can step into the batter's box looking like that
And hit
and
like
then
that.
just rip a ball over left field.
He and New York going back to back in the lineup
Yeah.
might be
Awesome.
the most lovable 1-2 punch.
Our guy
in
Cody
America.
Boudreaux. Wow, good to see you again, friend.
Yeah,
Said-
this is Riley Cooper, Nate Ackenhausen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a good time.
Said about Zach York, he dominates the softball league. We've got a dynamic duo, my friend. Because John Pearson
it's the beer league champions.
is just
I mean, yeah, he looks. That's the uniforms. I'm telling you, he's not. That's so
play the next
unflattering.
clip.
Good lord.
That is such a nice swing.
Yeah, that
And
man's gonna be
that ball
a
is-
professional baseball player.
See ya. The stock in LSU baseball 2026 is just doing this.
Yeah, it's easy
Just
to
rising.
think like, oh, we lost all those signees,
Right.
more than we expected, But look, I mean, just
It doesn't feel like 2024 offseason at all.
no.
Like the year after the 23, you lost all of that in the draft. You go into 24, you still have the high expectations. It was still a good baseball team that you were putting out there. You went out and you got Luke Holman and Gage Jump. You had the return of Thatcher Hurd. And there were some guys that you thought were going to step in. You know, you still had Tommy White and Jared Jones in the lineup. There were still the high expectations. You still put together a good portal class. Mac Bingham was a relatively big portal get. Didn't end up panning out at LSU. Paxton Kling didn't end up panning out for LSU. This one feels a little different because obviously you're returning guys, but you're returning guys that were like part of the heartbeat of your lineup when you're talking about, or your team. Milam and Brown, and now Stanfield, Curiel, Aaron Beatty, who was a big piece of it, Reeves, who was around. Like, you're returning a lot of really good production from last year, and then you can just see, and then obviously pitching as well in a very good spot. Like, you're not, as much as you think you're losing Shores and Myers and Anderson and Ianson, and go down the list of guys. You have Cowan back, Evans back. Go down the list of Schmidt. Like, go down the list of guys, Cooper Williams, that you're going to have return to LSU. The 2026 LSU baseball stock is just continuing to rise, and Jay Johnson furthers that even more yesterday with some big-time commitments. In other news at LSU Gymnastics news yesterday, obviously we're not going to go in-depth on this because I don't know what I'm talking about, but good news for LSU Gymnastics is they are able to keep the greatest of all time around, and Haley Bryant is added to the staff as an LSU gym assistant coach. Obviously a legendary career at LSU, the greatest of all time, and she will be sticking around in Baton Rouge as an assistant coach for the LSU Gymnastics program. Obviously, great news for LSU to have her stick around, and congratulations to Haley Bryant on staying a part of the LSU Gymnastics program. In other news, the Saints put out another announcement yesterday. They're trying to get everybody to buy back in. As much as they pushed you away, they're starting to okay, here's a white helmet. You know, we'll draft some decent players. We'll give you a white helmet. Let's start reeling you back in. And then now they put out a promo for something else that will be added. They said, first, the white helmet. What's next? And it's Cam Jordan carrying a bag that's glowing.
It's like the Pulp Fiction suitcase.
It is like the Pulp Fiction. That was the first thing that I thought of. Great minds think alike.
Yeah, me and you, buddy.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Oh, I hope it's the first glow in the dark.
But it's got. If we really want to dissect it a little bit, go back to the bag. Just show like a still shot of just the bag itself. That's obviously the old fleur-de-lis.
Yep.
That's not the new logo that's on there. And with the white helmet, a lot of people are thinking gold jerseys. That they're gonna, because I think they've only worn the gold jerseys that one time. It was one game. I don't remember who they played.
They played the Minnesota Vikings. I remember this game very vividly. I heard the 2-point conversion in the car as Dante Culpepper drops the ball.
Yes.
Picks it up and still manages to score untouched.
Yep.
And it was a time in Saints fandom where that's just what happened. Everything that you thought might happen, whatever you have, a sliver of hope. The beer man, Michael Lewis, ran a kickback to essentially seal the game. The Vikings had Chris Carter, Randy Moss, Dante Culpepper rolled down the field in probably 4 plays, score, and then they have to get a 2-point conversion to win. He fumbles, dusts it off,
still gets
waltzes in, and then fucking hits one of these on you.
So is it maybe the perfect time to bring back the gold jerseys?
Right, it's like
no. I think they're doing.
Sure, let's just do it again.
I think they're doing this to lessen the blow of how maybe not good
they'll be.
If it's a different shade of gold, because the one that we used,
I like that one.
I don't know. It felt a little blah to me, but it kind of make it more of the Archie,
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. And it also could be just a full throwback uniform in general. But yeah, no, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm excited that they're making things happen.
Oh, so I see where both of y'all are going with this.
Okay.
Well, they've worn the throwbacks before.
Yes, they have.
No, but I'm saying you take that gold and you put it. You make that the shirt.
Because I feel like when they put out the white helmet, they said that it was only going to be with like all white, like the Color Rush type uniform.
Yeah.
But I just feel like this has got to be the gold jerseys, right?
Yeah, well, because if you go back through the lore of all of this,
also you're just lying with the glowing bag. I don't want to be lied to.
Cam Jordan was online very much like kowtowing for the gold jersey, saying bring him back. He was even on a pod talking about it, saying that Sean Payton was like, we're never going back to that. That's the old era of Saints football, like loser era. But he's like, but they're fire. And he's like, I don't care. And so now you have the one who was in Cam Jordan, obviously the eldest statesman of Saints.
Yes.
For now. And if he wants something, he could probably pull some strings to get it. But him with the bag and opening it, it all leads to the gold jersey. Unless it's an all-time rug pull.
It's got to be the gold jerseys. If you're going to lose,
let's
lose in style, right?
Yeah,
Let's look
1,000%.
If we're going to be 7-10.
They're setting up, you talked about the old logo.
Wild.
Yeah.
Which, it could be a egg for arch. Egg for arch.
You think so?
Why does it have eyes? See the eyes in there?
At the bottom?
Yeah.
It does kind of look like a skull at the
I
bottom.
hope nothing alive is in there.
Well, and then, of course, there's a clip put
It's
out.
Arch Manning.
There's a clip put out at SEC Media Days of Arch talking about New Orleans and how much he loves Louisiana and how the culture's second to none in New Orleans. It was an adjustment for him to go from New Orleans to Austin, but he loves going back to Thibodeau every year because Louisiana's just the best. And I saw some Saints fans online just like drooling over that clip because I think Fletcher Mackel retweeted it.
Oh God!
And so then it got to the the New Orleans base, and Saints fans were just like, "Please."
See, you take that and you make a little bit of bolder old gold.
Okay, so if you're comparing the color of the jersey to the color of the helmet,
yeah,
which one do you prefer gold-wise?
More color of the helmet.
I agree. And I also think the white helmet's the perfect time.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't look the best, that it's two different
It's two different golds. That's weird. It seems like we forgot to get the helmets.
So, like, with the white helmet, maybe even the black helmet. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, like this one.
Yeah.
Like, that's the first thing that I
like
thought
a
of.
brassier
with
gold
that fleur-de-lis on the side is the big fleur-de-lis on the gold helmet.
Is it the slow sports season, you guys?
Yes, welcome to July. Welcome to July, Jonathan. But yeah, I guess we'll find out. Keep your eyes peeled. As
Those
the
are
Saints
so
gonna
good
make
looking.
That is a clean uniform.
It's just clean.
It is a clean uni. That one obviously as well.
I just like it.
I think it like the helmet with the big fleur de lis, like the old big fleur. I love.
Me too.
Madden 06, these were getting rocked every game.
Yes, beautiful. So we'll figure out what the Saints announced with their uniform. A couple of funny clips here from SEC Media Days yesterday. Did you see what happened to Steve Sarkisian?
Yes.
I was in shock.
So is the guitar.
I told you not to play with that.
But it was speaking of music, they played Texas A&M's fight song for Sark to walk out to take the stage at SEC Media Days yesterday. Obviously, they play the fight song of your school as you're walking to the stage. Brian Kelly waited until it was over before he started speaking, gave a good Go Tigers right after. Sark walks out to the Texas A&M fight song, and he didn't say anything about it. Like, would you have rathered, if you're a Texas fan, Lloyd, your coach be like, that's not our fight song, run that back? Or say something, make a comment, or just dust it off, doesn't matter?
I am of the firm belief he has no clue what that song is. Because I didn't know what it was. Like, people were freaking out online, I was like, I don't know what song this is. I had to scroll through Twitter to find out it's Texas A&M's fight song.
Right.
And Sark has no clue. He doesn't care about this. And I know this is a little bit of what's under the Christmas tree for some like younger fans or what have you. And this is something that you just come to realize. They don't give a fuck. Like, all they are there to do is win football games or get fired. They don't care about tradition, history. Right. And that's why LSU, that's why Jay Johnson is so special, because he actually does.
Right.
He wouldn't say anything, but if you interviewed and asked him about it, he would. But he respects the lore of LSU baseball and Skip Bertman and says all the right things. I would put dollars to donuts that Steve Sarkisian has no idea what that music is.
Well, that's the first thing I thought when I saw it, was he doesn't know what song is what.
He doesn't care. I mean, and he's got a little bit of an image problem. He can't after the
berating of
the tunnel. Like, he can't just have an absolute hissy fit after being.
Get your hand off me!
Yeah, I mean, and he's been known to tip the bottle back.
Right.
And this is a perfect situation in which you would be a little bit boozy.
A little bit of rage.
And then if you wanted to show your ass, and be like, oh fuck, so he just did nothing, which is
Daddy came home late.
Yeah, that was my thought. Was like, if I was a fan, would I I think I would equate it to be like he doesn't know, he doesn't care, and I'm fine that he doesn't care if he cares about winning football games.
No,
but I also get like the argument of like, I would maybe like my coach to be like, hey, that's not our fight song.
Yeah, say something.
Say something about it. Like you don't have to be
right.
Like,
just make a funny little comment about it.
Right.
But
I don't know.
Yeah.
Or like Fawn said,
glad I didn't take that contract.
Wrong team. We're not going 8-4.
Yeah.
Like so,
Right.
Now that's like bulletin board material that could really set up.
I would not be worried about A&M.
But no, I wouldn't be scared either.
Do we think this was more of a hapless intern or a little bit of rascalry?
I think rascalry.
You think so?
You think so? I mean, that's what
You
I
think
would,
this
that's
was
what I
on
would
purpose?
Hope.
Yeah.
I would hope it was some rascalry.
I'm gonna be on the side of I think it was on accident, but I do love your thought process.
Yeah, because we talked a little bit about this yesterday. We pre-recorded, mic'd up, shocking, watch out, and that was my first thought, is that somebody like either A&M alum or goes to A&M and be like, I won't get in trouble for doing this. But it also is like it's an ESPN SEC network production.
Right.
And so I brought it up, and Jared Mitchell was like, well, they are probably very close to each other on like the playlist.
Yes.
Texas
Yeah,
A&M.
that's probably right.
And another peel behind the curtain, a lot of people that work in sports don't know a lot about sports. So they'd be like, Texas, click it.
It's some 20-year-old who's there on summer assignment.
Right.
Yeah, and nobody knows the fight song, so they're not going to be like, oh, wait.
Yeah, I can't hum.
Besides maybe like the people that are covering the program. Like,
Well,
I'm sure
did you hear the
knew.
people that are covering the program?
No, I didn't hear.
I don't know if you can hear
The
this
murmurs?
clip. There's another clip where somebody goes, "Oh my god!"
Like he walked out to that Kanye Hitler song.
Yeah, but that's what they felt like.
That's probably how they feel.
They would rather have that.
They would rather have anything else
and
than that disgusting song.
Yeah, and it's people that are in the media.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh my
Well, I guess like
It's
us
an
as
affront to
LSU
Texas
people,
itself.
As LSU people, we don't really have something to equate to that because there's not like.
Yeah,
an
Dixieland
in-state
Delight
vibe.
doesn't make me
but
mad because of football.
Yeah. There's some other underlying tones to that, but LSU doesn't have that, so we can't equate to that feeling of like, I can't believe they'd play Tulane's fight song when we walked out. Like, no, I don't.
I would just be
care.
like, what's
Be
the weird
hey,
college
you played the
deep-
wrong.
That would be exactly
They're
like
playing.
Sark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, what song is
I don't know
playing
what's going
right
on.
now?
What's the joke?
Yeah, what's happening? I feel like I'm missing something.
Now, if they played like a video of Alabama beating LSU when I walked out, like that's different.
Yeah, no, I'd be
But
angry.
Yeah,
I
my
think
pants are
that
off and I'm
I
hurting people.
did. My brain also immediately went to, what if this was Ed Orgeron?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Like I mean,
He would say something because he would know.
right. No,
Like,
I mean,
he's a
'cause
fan.
one of us. Oh, I can't believe you played that song and I'm walking out there on the stage.
Yeah.
Who's responsible?
1 second.
Who's responsible for this?
Who did that? Who
Shirts
played that
off.
song when I walk out on the stage? I'm looking for you. Where you at?
I got a fishing hole for you.
Where you at? I'll
Throwing
take you on a camera trip.
folding chairs.
I mean,
But
that
that's where
would
my
be,
brain went. For instance, like if this happened to Ed O,
God, I love the way your brain works. I didn't think about that at all.
to start off his presser and be like, hold on,
Who did,
I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna walk back out.
Baby,
You better get my music right.
Play my dirty thing.
I want that bum. I want the 4 notes.
Just go ahead and play that. But yeah, no.
You want to see me on one night?
Run the clip of Sark. Because I really didn't even hear the crowd.
Alrighty, welcome. It's always fitting to be part of the Southeastern
Great
Conference
suit.
now.
Bad song.
Great suit. This is a terrible suit.
That's not a terrible suit. That's a good suit.
I think you can hear it.
No, it's not a good fight song at all. No. Like I didn't. But I mean, it's very
That's
on
how-
character for Texas
A&M.
A&M's fight song.
A low
You got to sway to
trumpet.
that.
Like I
Enters from
mean,
the darkness.
you ain't got no 4 notes over there,
I was
but
about to say, if you played LSU, it's like everybody would know it.
everybody knows.
Even
Everybody
Brian
in the
Kelly, as
world.
thick as he is, was like, I'm waiting for this to end.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not going to talk until this is over.
Yeah.
Well, it's because what would happen when those 4 notes hit, every journalist sitting there reporting would get the hair on their arms would stand up. They'd get chills. Everyone in the building would be like, dead silence. You can hear a pin drop besides. Bump, bump. I'm so appreciative that LSU has a song like that and not what was just played. Because that's not moving at all.
No, it's a bugle boy. Sounds like you're about to lose a war.
And then another
marching to a certain defeat.
And then another funny moment from SEC Media Days. I just came across this clip of Gunnar Stockton doing an interview.
Oh my God, I saw this too.
And I was trying to figure out what coach it was. I was like, I've never seen that coach before. Because I didn't read what was, in the tagline above the tweet.
Well, usually it looks like if it's an interview, it looks like a college person.
Right.
I don't know how old this man is.
I was trying to figure out, I was like, what head coach is this? Because I've never seen this person before.
He looks like Crane and Co.
I couldn't, that is not a college student.
Yeah, not really. It's, a normal conversation.
How old is he?
Like it's right now.
I mean, he's not too old.
He looks like one of those guys who has no business running for Congress. But does. And
he looks like he's in House of Cards. And
he's
not
22.
Going to make it to the next season.
22 years old.
No way.
He's 22 years young.
I
thought that was a head football coach, dude.
Me too.
I thought that was a coach.
And that at least looks like the new young OC that they brought in or something.
It's just I did not think that was the starting
40.
quarterback.
But we also saw him last year, and we were shocked then. We're like, whoa.
Yeah.
But he had a helmet on.
Right.
Then he got concussed.
This is the ultimate Georgia play because when they've had the big hotshot quarterback like Beck or what was his name, JT Daniels, when they've had that guy, they've never really achieved anything. When they achieved the most was with the mailman at quarterback. Well, now they've got the accountant. Yeah, they've gone from Stetson to Gunner, and they're just saying they don't need a aesthetically pleasing quarterback to win championships. And I respect it. I almost want Gunnar Stockton to succeed just because
it's hard to downgrade from Carson Beck too.
Oh, of course.
Aesthetically.
Yeah, that's rough. But I thought it was hilarious. Nothing against Gunnar Stockton.
Hannah Cavender get in line.
Nothing against Gunnar Stockton.
God, it's hard to even get your look back on Carson Beck with that.
I know. There's nothing you can say. I mean,
go ball out, son.
Because at some point,
without football, I don't know what you're going to do.
At some point, I'm going to lose my hair as well because it's just your maternal grandfather. My mother's father is bald and started balding at 35. So at some point, my hair will start to leave. And so that's why I'm not dissing Gunnar Stockton too much.
Sabriel agreed. Gunnar might as well cut that shit off. But, it really is, brutal.
It is. No, it's tough. It is a tough thing to fight back from when it's that blatant.
If he balls out and 50 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, does the whole deal, goes first overall.
Yep.
A surgeon is in for his you can make it all time.
Oh yeah,
going to Turkey the day after the draft.
That hair transplant is going to
nose, rhinoplasty, teeth. He won't be able to play for a year.
So veneers, rhinoplasty, and hair transplant.
Got lip filler for some reason.
He needs all of it.
Big ol' ass.
Because you can't. There's never. I hate to say it this way. There's never been an uglier franchise quarterback if he makes it that far.
Really? I guess we can do this discussion.
We could.
Rather than getting into LSU baseball, we can just figure.
We'll think about it amongst yourselves.
We will ponder.
I think it's a nice segment for tomorrow.
The ugliest franchise quarterbacks ever.
Yeah, that's homework for tomorrow.
Ugliest Super Bowl quarterback winner.
That's a good way to break it down.
Tom Brady and then versus Tom Brady now is insane.
Right, for all his work done.
Before he...
But he would look like a cute,
I got some ideas. I don't want to spoil them for tomorrow.
Well, Glennon wasn't a Super Bowl winning quarterback, but I remember.
See?
But
let's keep it to the modern era too.
Of course.
No YA.
He looked great.
he looks a legend.
Have you ever seen somebody without a nose bridge?
But
for tomorrow, that's for tomorrow.
And then obviously last night, Paul Skeens dominates in the MLB All-Star game. Looked great.
How many pitches did he throw? 12?
Not many.
Struck out the first batter. The first batter on 4 pitches. The second guy on 4 pitches. And I think he got the third guy out on 2 pitches. So 10 pitches.
Judge grounded out.
And he almost stepped on the white line.
Yes.
And I was on the phone with my buddy actually while this happened. He goes, I had to rewind and make sure because I know he hops over it every time. And he goes, I had to rewind and watch it. It's like the wherewithal of this man, it knows no bounds.
No, it genuinely.
Like the umpire gets all willy nilly with it, and he stops and then steps over, and he does it all in one fell swoop. It's like he doesn't make a wrong move.
He's the best. It just like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The first ever player to start in their first pitcher ever to start in their first 2 All-Star games,
and not
in the MLB.
He got better.
Yeah, I mean, and he's not, and he hasn't reached his peak yet.
He threw.
He's going to add another pitch.
He threw 10 fastballs.
They said
a splitter for
record.
one. It wasn't a splitter. It was
100 miles per hour. Yeah, I mean, the first 2 strikeouts, he struck both of those first 2 batters out on 100 miles per hour up in the zone.
Go get
it. Try and touch it.
And then it's not Skeens related, but that ending thing they did, the home run, the home run off, was pretty sick.
It was pretty awesome.
Oh, dude, I didn't know that they did that.
That was not an idea. I didn't know they were going to do it.
No, I had no prior knowledge.
That was fun as hell.
Yeah,
it makes up for the derby blunder. Yes.
Oh yeah,
it makes up for the decimals.
Yeah,
it makes up for that.
Yeah, making me do homework.
Don't make me do math right now. Algebra's over.
But that was awesome. That was awesome. See,
yeah, that was cool.
When you get 3 pitches or 3 swings, 3 swings.
Yes.
And oh man, he played for the Cubs. He plays for the Phillies. Schwarber.
Yeah, Schwarber.
Goes 3 for 3 bombs to put him ahead and put him back in it. I was like, that has to feel awesome. And you have everybody out the dugout.
Right? Yeah.
Like, it was cool as hell.
That was really fun.
Like,
baseball.
Yeah, that's how you make baseball like peak baseball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's kind of like the torpedo bat in the fact that it's like, how did it take us 140 years to come up with this? Like, we've been doing the same thing forever, and like these ideas are just coming out of the ether all of a sudden.
As much as baseball gets like the boring sport title because of how slow it is, there are moments in baseball that are second to none. Things that happen in the sport that can't be replicated anywhere else, and that was a great way of like highlighting those moments. The pop. I don't give the MLB a lot of credit. That was a good move by them.
That was cool.
And then everybody wearing their jerseys.
Yes, I did love the uniforms as well.
The whole thing was just
and if
win.
the NBA does not figure it out and go back, like I will pound this. Go back to the jerseys. There's no reason to do the All-Star, the red versus the whatever.
You know why they do it? It's to sell them.
Of course, but I forget it.
Put a patch on it.
Put a patch on whatever. Just go back because that All-Star game. I don't remember what year it was, where you have AI in the black Sixers jersey passing to Kobe in the yellow or whatever. You know, like
Laker gold.
Beautiful.
Oh, AI in the satin Philadelphia jersey. Like those on your nipples had to be brutal.
Talk about sweating in that.
Oh, Iguodala.
Ugh. But that's all the headlines for this morning. Appreciate you guys. We didn't clap at all there. Well, I mean, I guess there wasn't much to clap about.
Paul Skeens.
We can give Paul Skeens 2 claps. Ready.
I don't like what they did with the hats, and I know like I like the idea of.
I didn't really see that. I didn't look.
They
into
put
the
like
hats.
a Guardian cap on it to denote how many All-Star games you'd been in with the stars, but it was like a piece that was sewn on. And it just looked like the 2-story effect that you don't want in any hat.
Right.
And it gave it that immediately. So I'm sure they're like, I look ridiculous.
Yeah, it looks stupid
but
right now.
Denoting your All-Star games with that is cool. But just put it on the real hat.
Right.
What, are we out of hats?
Yeah. We're out of money now. Come on, it's Major League Baseball.
On not having All-Star
No, you spend it all on.
Yeah, all the money that you spent on not making jerseys, maybe we could just make another hat instead of a piece, a lapel.
Bobby Bonilla to start donating back.
No.
No.
We should bring it back.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
He should be able to get one at bat.
That would be great.
In lieu of your check, you get to be the New York
I mean,
Mets.
we're going to keep paying you this money.
You have to do something.
Come
You
back
gotta
and
play.
let's do what you get one swing for.
He could hit more home runs than Jazz Chisholm, I bet.
Yeah, Jesse
That was
said he didn't
rough.
want to mess up his swing. They don't do the honk. They don't do the honk derby.
You can say no. It's allowed. You can pass.
He said next year I might hit 20. He's like, I don't think you're getting invited.
Yeah, buddy. They're not letting you come back,
buddy.
Because that was rough.
I also do think that was a deep state plug for Major League Baseball and the torpedo bet. Like, see, it's not a cheat code.
Yeah. I can see that, but I think Jazz Chisholm just went out there and took BP. Like, he was like, I'm not really.
He Tyrus Thomas did.
Yes, he did. That's awesome. But appreciate you guys joining us. We're going to do a CAS ad read again this morning because of the weather coming this weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Brewing.
It is. It could get kind of treacherous out there. I don't think it'll be too bad, but some rain, some heavy rain, some wind, all of that. Make sure beforehand you're taken care of by calling our guy, Pierce Patterson, over at CAS Roofing and Advising, 225-910-0619. And if you end up finding out during the storm that you have any leaks or maybe any shingles that are blown away, anything like that, give him a call. He'll come check out your roof for free, let you know if you need a repair, you need some odds and ends handled, or if you need a full roof replacement. They'll inspect it and let you know and help guide you on the route to getting your issues taken care of from a roofing perspective. So before the storm, give them a call. Let them check it out. Make sure you're okay. Or if you have any issues during the weather that you need to get taken care of after, make sure you call 225-910-0619. Obviously, the biggest headline that we touched on earlier in the show, LSU baseball has completely, I guess, kind of recovered the PR that I don't think was ultimately that bad, but there were a lot of people that I guess were feeling negatively maybe after the draft that LSU was this big loser and they did not, bode well through the MLB draft. Look, they lost 9 players. They had 8 signees get drafted as well. I mean, that's what, 9, 8, 17 players that could have been Tigers, or some of them couldn't have been, that end up getting drafted and are gone. That does not mean LSU baseball is in a bad place, and we didn't think they were in a bad place when we were talking about it yesterday morning, and then Jay Johnson went out there and just bolstered the lineup and the team even better, even more.
He clearly wasn't thinking what we were thinking.
No.
Oh, they'll be fine.
I mean, and I think they probably would have been a good team.
But where's the beef?
Where's the pop? And Jay Johnson went out and took care of that. You saw what he did throughout the transfer portal. He went out, he got a bunch of arms. They've added, maybe 5, 6 pitchers? I don't know what the official tally is. But they've added a bunch of arms, lefties and righties, a lot of lefties, to bolster up that pitching staff. They had added Simpson and Dardar, some guys with experience that can swing the bat as well and help fill some spots in the infield. And then now they got some real big pop from York and Caraway to add to this lineup from the commitments yesterday. And so one of the questions I saw yesterday, Lloyd, or in the chat this morning, is let's see if I can find. I think it was David Reed that asked it when we were talking about baseball earlier in the show. He said, realistically, how many starting positions are open for LSU? And Lloyd, I will open that question up to you. The floor is yours, my friend.
You can. How many starting positions are open?
Yes.
Not in the outfield. It feels like, things can change, but It feels like with the announcement of Stanfield coming back, you have all 3 of your outfield positions taken care of. Third base is open. Second base is open. First base is open. Catcher is open.
Yep.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And it feels like a lot, and now it feels like you have almost too many.
You have a lot of pieces to fit in those spots. And then DH, obviously.
Obviously, yeah. So that's 5.
Yeah.
5 lineup spots to fill. And we say this all the time. We said it 2 years ago. We said it this year. This is all Jay Johnson puts this pressure on himself.
Yes.
To be able to give himself the tools to become a craftsman, right? And it depends on whatever he wants to build. hopefully it goes to market and sells to become a national championship piece.
Right.
But he puts it all on himself to be able to figure out when to plug and play these pieces. If this is how he wants to manage, which it's clearly he's very good at, I just wouldn't want to live that way personally.
No. A lot of stress.
That's a lot. I mean, he does this to himself.
Right.
But it's not a bad way to live because, I mean, you had pieces returning that you were like, okay, that you could figure this out with what's left on the roster, and then obviously you thought that they would add some more in the portal, not go. And this is the best thing about Jay. When he does it big, not in terms of now in girth, but like he does it boom, 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 and it's like, oh, it's hard not to get excited.
Right.
I just rattle after the draft and people are a little down. It's like, pop, pop, pop. Here's 3 in a row. You're like, oh shit, party's back on.
Yeah, we're good.
Like, yeah, band's here.
That's right.
It's like, okay, never mind. Power went off.
Yeah.
Boom. Now it's a whole light show. You're like, oh, I'm excited again. And somehow he always manages to kind of have this theatric to himself whenever he feels very unassuming and something he doesn't play up to. I don't know if he does it on purpose, but he also probably has a good idea of when these guys have committed. Same thing with Dardar.
Right.
Like, even if it's not true, the legend grows.
Yes.
Of like, you're in a rain delay. It's like, I'm going to announce it now. And it's like, perfect.
Yeah, love it.
Love it.
He said, I've been committed.
Yeah.
But I'll do it now.
Should I drop it now? But people are like, oh, Jay Johnson just got it.
Rain delay, Jay.
Yeah, and it becomes the lore. And I choose,
Right.
even after Dardar said that, I still choose to believe that it's true.
Of course.
Because the man can do no wrong. And then now I
Heard
think
from
he
the
just
source
made
otherwise.
3 straight phone calls, and they're like, now,
Yeah.
buy. And the stock goes up. And you're like, all right, I feel good about my investment.
Yeah, I mean, because, look, you have a whole lot of whew. And like Lloyd said, Jay puts this pressure on himself. He adds this stress to his own life by giving himself all these options, a whole lot of
Puppets.
that he can put in different spots. And he is the great puppeteer
The
at
maestro.
LSU. But yes, because, I mean, you look at last season, that was the same conversation. Was you've got a lot of pieces in some different spots, especially that outfield. What are you going to do? And Jay just played his hand perfectly.
Every time.
Curiel grabs a hold of left field, never lets go. Leadoff batter, never lets go.
Could have put a freshman at leadoff? Yeah.
Yeah, watch and learn. Chris Stanfield, quasi leadoff 9-hole everyday center fielder. Like, there were conversations before the season started of like, well, it'll probably be, either Jake Brown or Chris Stanfield in center, Ashton Larson in right, and Pearson in left, or Fry, or that. Like,
And then you'll see what
Curiel's name, we didn't ever really.
Yeah,
We talked about it, but it was a true freshman, so we were like, maybe over time that could happen.
He ain't
but
gonna
not
play all
game one.
62.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to start game one.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you see game one, Stanfield in center, Curiel in left field. And
lead off.
Curiel was a starter every game,
Yep.
the whole year. And so, looking at next season's roster, like Lloyd said, first base open, second base available, third base available, catcher somewhat available, I would say. I think Aaron Beatty.
Well, you need to have 2.
Yes. But I think Aaron Beatty's your guy.
Yeah.
Unless at least he would get the nod.
The starting opening
Yes.
day, you'll
Yes.
see Aaron Beatty behind the dish. But
Jinx.
you owe me some Coke.
A soda?
Pop, but you need, like, what Luis Hernandez did is
Yes.
otherworldly.
Yeah, no,
I mean, that man. I mean, he went to the Puerto Rican Baseball Academy. He probably didn't think it was all that weird for him to start every game essentially behind and playing catcher. But that's not an easy thing to do, to play 3 games in a row. Like, even Milazzo's like, you really, it's
4 games in a row in the postseason.
right. Like, you're catching.
Yeah,
and he
there's no choice.
see, puppy.
Muy bien.
Yeah, all good.
There you
And
go. Yeah,
with a
so-
guy like Aaron Beatty who's younger, and you want to see that offensive output, you want to see somebody else. You bring in a catcher out of high school that's very also highly
Yes,
regarded.
sir.
You'll see him get some run, but you would like to add one more, like another guy that you don't have to put Aaron Beatty back there every game, just because the offense, you saw it with Luis. Like,
Right.
it was up and down.
It takes a hit.
And whenever he was
Takes a toll,
rested, he played better offensively. And so you'd want to add another piece that you can kind of platoon in that spot, but it'll be Aaron Beatty's to
lose.
not even
Or
lose,
not to lose,
no,
or-
but just to give a day off to.
Yes. Aaron Beatty will be the workhorse that gets a nice little break here and there.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with Yaman,
Yeah, that was going to be my next question to you. Is where could Yaman potentially fit in?
because I think
First
is
base?
it York or Yorkie?
I've just been
too
saying
big to
York.
be a Yorkie.
I've just been saying York. Yeah,
He looks like one of the five boroughs.
Burrows.
Yeah, so we'll call him York. I would imagine DH.
Yeah, I would assume. Maybe. I mean,
Center.
could play first base.
He's got sweet feet.
He's got. I mean, we'll see what that stretch looks like.
Oh,
But I would assume right now,
the seamstress.
I would probably say DH. And then I would say third base. I think there's a lot of options there. This guy from Oregon State looks like a legit third baseman.
Yep.
Now, I mean, I haven't seen much. I haven't gone in and done a film breakdown. But, I mean, that play he made was caught my eye when we were watching the film. And so we'll see. But they have options there. Dardar can play third. I think Simpson from High Point can play third. Obviously, Big Baby Pearson can play third. And if York is going to be your DH, that means you would need to find Pearson a spot in the infield. And I would think third would be the one. I don't think he would be at first base, which I would assume he could play first base.
He has worked at first base also.
Right. So, I mean, like, he's got two options. Dardar can play second. Like he said, he can play second, third, first, outfield.
He'll be I love Dardar.
Utility.
But even whenever he signed, I felt like he was probably signing up for a platoon spot. Like where it felt like you're probably not going to play every day.
Right.
But he just wants to play.
Well, and he's got the mindset and the character,
the moxie, the build, the makeup. Yes.
If he was choosing between being an engineer,
he's got some money stowed away.
Yeah, like this guy. I'm telling you, he's got an engineering degree from.
This is for fun.
Columbia. He was literally entering, like when he was finishing up at Kansas State, he was like, he was just going to go get a job, and then he was like, well, I mean, you heard him tell the story. He was like, well, I mean, I guess I could put my name in the portal, see if LSU would call.
He was going to get his master's degree. He's like, I still have to tell my mom that I'm probably not going to do that.
And so, yeah, I mean, utility guy. I think Simpson is a guy that they probably are going to want in the lineup because he's got some serious pop as well. Could play third or first also.
Or second, and then Reeves also.
And then Reeves. Like, to me, Reeves, like, second is kind of Reeves' job to lose in a sense. Like, I would say he's probably got the early lead just because.
If you did like an opening day lineup,
I would have Reeves at second base.
Right. And Aaron Beatty behind the plate, yes. Pearson at third, probably Yaman at first.
Yeah, I mean, not including transfers or including transfers?
Including transfers. I think you give the guys that were here the first.
Yeah,
tote.
I agree.
But you don't know who's going to have the glow up.
But we'll
see.
Yeah.
No, that's what
taking that out of it.
Right.
Yeah, like we're not. Jay is going to watch everything and see everything.
Younger
that's
guys.
my favorite part about Jay going out and getting guys.
We don't have to worry about it.
We don't have to worry about it, and they're not going to be they're not always just going to be who they were at Oregon State or at Grand Canyon or at Kansas State or High Point. Like Stanfield was not what he was last season. Was not what he was at Auburn.
No.
Like, Tommy White developed at LSU, was not a third baseman at NC State, and became a pretty darn good third baseman at LSU.
Like Gaines at the old Air Force.
Right. I mean, like, they develop talent. So these guys that are coming in are not just going to be who they are. They're going to grow and develop, and there will be a lot of fun things to be paying attention to when fall ball gets here. But right now, when you look at this roster LSU has, obviously there's a whole lot of talent. But my favorite thing, Spectrum Wellcare said in the chat, Coach Jay Johnson, all about competition among the players. The competition is going to be so good at these spots. And from the guys that I've talked to, obviously the guys we know on this team, it is a high character group. And so this competition is going to breed excellence. It's not going to breed content and
or
hate
contempt.
Right. Like, it's not going to make people angry at one another. It's going to, like you saw it last year. Jay Johnson has a way of leading and guiding his program. I don't know if it's because he puts out on the whiteboard, hey, these are your roles. Like, I'm sure that plays a massive
Jake Brown
factor in
said
it.
He did.
Right. Like,
not a scholar, but he lets me know what I need to do.
What I need to do. Like that. You know how easy it is to play for a coach that's telling you all you need to do? Like, hey, as a basketball player, look, if you go out and get 7 rebounds today,
you'll play again tomorrow.
You'll play, like, you are going to lead to a win if you do that. You know, like, you know how easy it is to buy into a coach that's laying it out for you like that on a silver platter? And
you're good at this part.
Right.
Just like, do the thing you're good at.
Yeah, we're not going to make you do anything more than what you're
Dennis Robin, go grab 20 rebounds.
Yes. Like,
and do it with, I love the rebound.
Just go guard the best player. That's all you have to do. You can put 0 points in the book. Just go play defense.
And like, people are going to love you.
Michael Braswell, you can strike out every time up there.
Don't worry about it.
Go play a stellar third base. You know, like lay those things out for them. And that's why the buy-in is what it is. And that's why I'm excited to see what this competition on this team builds. Because obviously, like we said, the outfield feels like it's kind of, you know, engraved in concrete, set in stone of Curiel, Stanfield, Brown.
And even that could change.
Even that could shake up. You could still see Curiel maybe getting the nod in center. Or, you know, the growth that he may show.
And
all
Stanfield
these things.
Wouldn't blink.
No. The same conversation that we had about Braswell last year, moving from short to third. If Stanfield needs to move to left, he'd be like, Coach,
I'm glad to be back.
You see what I got on my hand right now?
Yeah, I trust you.
Yeah, let's go get another one.
Yeah,
I'll do whatever it takes.
8 is great.
I'll do whatever it takes, but 9 is fine too.
Yes.
And so I'm excited to see what this competition breeds on this team and with this program.
I do think that there was lessons to be learned from 2024.
Right.
Whenever Jay did this again, but he didn't necessarily have – he had to do it out of necessity.
Yes.
Didn't necessarily have the pieces. Mac Bingham didn't work out the way you wanted it to. He was supposed to be like plug and play.
Paxton Kling.
And so you saw the shakeup in him having to add different pieces. And that was – we talked a ton about that in 24 with Jared and Mikey about – and we even asked him about it because we had to at some point, and it pissed him off.
Yeah.
Like, and as it should, like, we're not questioning your coaching acumen. We're just wondering, like, those two guys played baseball every day. And whenever you go to the ballpark and you don't know what your role is or if you're going to play, that weight is on you. Like, what do I need to do to be a starter?
Yeah.
And he figured out a way to kind of mold that into this is your role as opposed to you go 4 for 4, you're playing again.
Right.
And that's what everybody's mindset was like, I need to find my way into the lineup so I don't have to question if I'm going to play or not. Then it became, if I'm going to come off the bench against a lefty, perfect.
Yeah.
I rake against lefties. This is great. Or if you're Jake Brown, like, it's a righty, I'm in. Like, I know I'm getting the nod. And so whenever you can develop people to have that mindset, which I think he learned a lot of lessons in 24 of that, of how to kind of manipulate who your roster is, what spots makes them succeed. And whenever you do well in that spot, why would you want anything different? Makes you look better. And so I think he learned a lot from 24, and you saw it come to, like, pocket aces in 25.
Right, you've seen both sides of it.
And you can't that man never misplayed a hand.
No.
In 25, and you can't expect that every time, but I also will back him if he goes to the World Series of Poker. Like, I trust you to win more hands than you're going to lose.
Yeah, no, I would toss some money into his pot to be like,
he went toe-to-toe with Van Horn.
Yes, and what? No, I mean, like, that the chess move in that game against Arkansas with the Gackle getting put in, and then he saw it happen before it happened. Like, if they walked JP, that wasn't even something that was in my mind. Of like, they might intentionally walk Josh Pearson right here, and they intentionally walk JP, and it's like, Stanny.
Yeah,
Jake Brown, go get him.
There's no world in which Van Horn's like, they're going to pull Stanfield.
No. Everyone in the stadium was, besides
Dalton Beck, grab a bat.
Right. Nobody expected it besides everyone in the room with Jay Johnson. They all understand. They know who they're like. We know who we're dealing with, but like we're still not expecting
your name could be called.
Like, it's the bottom of the 9th against Tennessee, and Dalton Beck is putting a batter's helmet on and grabbing a bat.
With one at bat all year.
And he just ripped a single at the pitcher, and like only one man saw that and knew that was coming. Only one man.
Or at least puts you in that position to be like, all right, I like this matchup against him because I know what I'm looking at. It's not a guess.
No,
it's
at all.
Calculated effort.
He's not throwing, spaghetti against the wall and seeing if it, seeing how many noodles stick up there. He knows what he's doing. It's calculated. That's my favorite thing about what Jason Armstrong said the other day we were on. We were talking about the draft, and he was like, look, we're all stressing about who stays, who goes, all this. He said, Jay Johnson's not surprised by anything. And if you think Jay Johnson's not prepared, and then look what happens yesterday.
Wait 24 hours. Wait 12 hours.
Just see what happens. And I think he put out a tweet yesterday.
Well, we talked to, there's no better interview than post-coital Jay after a championship. Because it was 45 minutes of unencumbered, I'll tell you everything.
Yes.
Because I have nothing left to hide. And he was talking about what he went through, like the emotions of Game 2 of the College World Series where obviously against Florida, he's like, I didn't have anything to think about. Like after the third inning, he's like, it would be really tough. I don't have to do anything. It would be really tough. Like I could only fuck it up. Like we're up this much, we're not going to lose.
Right.
And then he goes to Game 2 of the College World Series where they get the leadoff runner on, and he's like, all right, who do they have on deck? They get one. Then they have man on first. Who do they have on? If they get another base hit, who do I have in the pen? Who do I want to burn? Because do I want to bring Case and Evans in here? Do I save him for Game 3? What do I need to do to be able to get out of this? And then his ground ball double play. He goes, well, that was a waste of thought. Like I was stressing myself out.
Like, yeah.
He's like, it's over. But the thought process he was already going through with one walk. Of like, all right, what do I have to do to be able to? Who's coming up in the lineup?
Yeah.
Who do I want to use in the bullpen?
God, it's unbelievable.
It's like I can't.
Because I was sitting
don't live
there
that way.
watching the game, and I'm thinking double play ball. I'm like, I've seen them turn double plays all season.
I almost said it out loud whenever I was like,
"Thank you."
I'm
glad
you
didn't. Yeah, glad you didn't. Good job.
I was like, probably gonna like. It would only be fitting that this defense turns a double play here with those two,
and they did.
And they did. But he was not thinking. He was thinking like.
Not worst case scenario.
Yeah, worst case scenario, but it's always on his mind.
Right.
Like, I have to be prepared for this.
It's a contingency plan. There's always a contingency plan.
There's always a plan B, C, D, and E.
If the nukes start pointing at America, I know where I'm going. Knocking on the door.
Yeah. What's the plan? What's our route? What's our route to success
here? Just let me know what to do.
Tell me what
I need to do.
You need from me
to help you
stay alive.
And then I'll just go.
And maybe I'll stay
under
alive.
Your bed.
Yeah. It's like the Big Cat clip where you're talking to Khalil Mack. Like, if you told me I needed to die for you to live, 2018 Khalil Mack, I would have died. It's the best.
2019 Joe Burrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jay Johnson.
Forever.
If I need to go for you to stay alive and continue the success at LSU,
you don't even have to remember me.
I will call my parents right now.
Yeah, just let me know.
Just let me know.
Or do it.
Or just, let's go. Let's make it happen. So, LSU's in very, very good hands with Jay Johnson at the helm. I don't think that was ever up for debate. And it's only been further confirmed because York from Greg is a career 328 hitter and has walked more than he struck out.
That's what people aren't realizing. You can
see the pop all day long.
Yeah, we could make we could poke fun at the bear.
Yep.
Shake that bear. But the numbers speak volumes.
Yes.
And he's not just some lug that's going to go up there and swing 4 times and miss and then go back to the dugout. Like, he is a Jay Johnson type of approach hitter where he walks more than he strikeouts, a ton of doubles, has average also, and then you got the pop.
Yes.
And so I think that's what's the most impressive thing is his ability at the plate to be able to draw walks. Same thing with Pearson. Like, you've seen him go up there, you're like, oh, you expect 3 swings, or like he's trying to hit a homer.
Right.
It's like, no, he lauds him for not his approach whenever he hits a double off the wall or hits a homer. It's the at-bat when he puts him in and he goes in and draws a walk.
Right.
And he's like, I want to keep him under on the bases, but that's not what's going to help us win.
Right.
He goes, I did leave him in one time, and he got caught in second gear a little bit. So, but that's the things that help you win.
Right.
You're watching Moneyball in real time.
Yeah, York, like I said, career 328 hitter. Last season, bat 339. He's got a career number of 122 baseline balls to 91 strikeouts.
That's incredible.
Last season, it was 35 walks to 28 strikeouts. His freshman year, so in 2023.
And he has no protection in that lineup, I would imagine.
Yeah, no, I mean, in 2023, he had 46 drawn walks to 25 strikeouts, and he hit 368.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm surprised he didn't end up at LSU then.
And I'm sure Grand Canyon has a perfectly
fine
program, but
and then 13 homers.
He's not having the development that he's going to
get. They should get better.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're not going to be who they are. Like
it's those numbers.
It's crazy to think 339 can be better. Like 339, 13 bombs, more walks and strikeouts can be improved. Well, but I mean, that's what happens when you get recruited to the standard of college baseball.
And people will point at like level of competition. Like there will be a little bit of a, I don't want to say a dip, but it won't be that easy for them. But it also won't go worse.
Yeah, I mean, baseball is still it doesn't matter like competition. But you're still hitting a round ball with a round bat, and you're hitting 339 with 13 bombs.
Exactly, and your knowledge of the strike zone doesn't change.
Right. And you are now coming to LSU and going to be developed.
And have better players around you.
Yes, Caraway's numbers last year.
Caraway's going to have an unbelievable year.
Yes, he's a career 281 hitter. It dipped last season as he kind of got, let's see, because his freshman season he only played 18 games. He hit 339. And then last season, obviously,
were screaming he needed to play more.
Yes, last season was a full season, 64 games. He had 251 ABs, and he hit 267. He hit 12 bombs. Went on a tear in the postseason. 5 homers in Oregon State's run to Omaha. 47 ribbies. 30 walks to 66 strikeouts. So needs some work there with those numbers.
How many doubles?
He hit 15 doubles last year along with the 12 homers.
The number that Jay looks for is anything from 12 and above.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, Dardar was there.
You see that with everybody that he's added and everybody in the lineup.
Yeah, no,
he wants to lead the league in walks and doubles because that's a run.
And guess what? Yes, it worked pretty well. I
did that?
Yeah, like when that was the mindset last season. It went let's see. York had 10 doubles, 13 homers.
Well,
York had 10 doubles.
I'm sure he didn't hustle for a couple of those.
That'll play. So
I'm sure there's a couple long singles in there.
Yeah, and so it'll be exciting to see those two guys get to campus and how they'll develop along with the rest of the guys. LSU baseball's 2026 stock booming. If you didn't, buy some stock prior to 2025, and you didn't go back in and buy some more or buy after the Natty, or you could have when the stock was, to some people kind of doing this.
Buy again
during the draft. You should just put some more money back
buy
in.
The dip.
Always buy the dip.
Because I tell you what's going to happen. That dip is going to turn into one of these, just like it did yesterday, as LSU adds 2 really good bats to the lineup. Don't forget about our friends at Range Fit. Go to their website, rangefit.com. Code Tingle. How do you spell it, Lloyd?
Tingle. Tingle.
I think it's the same amount of letters. Wow. That has never been in my mind ever.
Well, you know who would have messed that up?
Who?
Our good friend Justin Babin Jr.
Yes.
Because that TIGERS just rings true.
Yeah, can't shake it.
Am I live?
Went live yesterday.
I saw that.
He did.
Watched a little bit
of it.
He
shot me a text before. He said, hey, I'm going live. I was like, thank you for letting me know, friend. But go over to Range Fit. Use code Tingle, 15% off. Stay hydrated.
In the hot weather.
It's hot outside. So hot. So when you call Pierce Patterson and you get your roof checked out, and if you go out there with him and you watch him walk around up on that ceiling, make both of you a glass of Range Fit.
Yeah, bring him out a nice cold
glass.
Make
sure everybody stays hydrated. Go to rangefit.com, code Tingle for 15% off of your order. We will take a quick break. Be right back because at 8:30 a.m. this morning, we have Zack Nagy from Sports Illustrated joining us to talk LSU football and sprinkle a little bit of LSU baseball into the mix as well to break it all down at 8:30 this morning. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back here in hour number 2. Like, comment, subscribe.
No,
that's not me.
It's stuck.
Oh, gosh. That's not us.
Wow.
That's
Fire
us.
the producer.
We're working with a limited budget over here.
Years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship. When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
Hey Tiger fans, when you're traveling through Natchez, Mississippi, make sure to visit Tom and Wright Branding at Go Mart and On The Go Deli, where you can fill up your tank and your belly. Go Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need on your trip. Located at 4 Sergeant Prentice Drive as you're entering Natchez on the left. Also, stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff, where the Po' Boys are so good you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Channing Zack, and he puts a charge into one, deep to right and gone. Right on cue. Zach York homers on opening day once again, and the Loves cut it in half. It's 4-2. Child chanting Zack, and he puts a charge into one, deep to right and gone. Right on cue, Zach.
We are back. Welcome back in here, hour number 2. We're going to circle back to a question we opened up the show with on what was Les Miles' record in the 49 games he coached before he got hired by LSU. Paul Zarang said 41-8. Kenny Balala 30-19. Sabrion Green 29-20. Close. Fonz 23-26. I respect it. Lloyd, hit us with that number. What was Les Miles' record at Oklahoma State before LSU made the big hire in the early 2000s?
An absolute sterling record, as you would expect from none other than Les Miles to make a hire after Nick Saban. Who wants to be the guy after the guy?
Just won a national championship just a handful of years ago, and is leaving this program in very, very good shape from a player aspect.
Who else would you trust other than Les Miles, who went 28-21 at Oklahoma State?
Guys, look, I'm not gonna. There's no Jordan. There's no Les Miles rant coming over here. I could not believe that number when Lloyd said it. Just because in my mind now, obviously, and where I would feel LSU was then, coming off of the greatest coach of all time coaching there, is like you're not going to go, put out a flyer on a head coach. Like you would expect Les Miles to be in 49 games, 40-9, or 37-11,
right?
Or 37-12.
Give him the keys to a Lamborghini.
Yeah, like you would
get a guy who has some dings in his fucking Honda.
Yeah, he's totaled a car.
I don't know if he has his license.
I could not believe that was the record, and I'm so glad I was 3 years old when the hire was made, and not sitting here because if it happened now, like if you would have followed up Coach O with a guy with a losing record or a not very good
Sam
record,
Pittman?
like. I would have been frozen, like pissed.
Jim Mora Jr.
I can't. I was in shock when I heard that was the
16-16 in conference.
16-16 in the Big 12. At that point in time,
he did upset Oklahoma in 2002 and 2001. 2001 victory, 16-13, lesmiles.com.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like the man I know.
You should have known then.
Let's see, I'm trying to think. What is a winning percentage? I mean, that's a .571 winning percentage.
Yeah, you got a 500 coach.
57% winning percentage.
To a program that was on the way like this.
Brian Burgess, our resident historian. He only got hired because he beat OU 2 times. I was stationed in Oklahoma at the time and couldn't believe it.
Back-to-back years.
That makes sense. I was in shock. And look, I mean, the past is the past. He won a national championship at LSU, whatever. I just could not believe those numbers when Lloyd said them.
But when you look down the annals of history, there's not a lot of good hires. There weren't a lot of good choices.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who else would have been no, you can't follow Nick Saban up with anybody. It's going to be a downgrade regardless. Alabama, as good of a coach as Kalen DeBoer is, you're learning that it's a downgrade regardless.
Right, they're human beings now.
Right, Nick Saban is a machine,
getting a demigod.
Yeah, I mean, even if you go from Nick Saban to Kirby Smart, it's still not Nick Saban.
Oh,
Kirby Smart's the best coach in the country, in the world. That's not Nick Saban, Now, I mean, would you have been happy if you snagged Kirby Smart from Georgia to take over Alabama? Yeah, it would have been. I'm so glad that didn't happen. But I mean, it's a downgrade regardless. So there wouldn't have been a home run hire at that point to follow. The home run hire would be to keep Nick Saban from going to the NFL. But I mean, 28-21, coach, that is rough. 57% winning percentage,
At a program that, gets support for its football team. It's not like he did at K-State or something. OSU throws money at their football program. They've got a billionaire benefactor. They've got oil money. It's not like it was some backwater.
And so I'm going to ask you the question, John.
Stillwater.
It was Stillwater.
Do you think Nick Saban's going to return to coaching?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Lloyd?
Oh, I saw this on Tiger Droppings.
Oh, let's hear it. Because it really wasn't even a discussion or a debate. People threw it out there. Maybe, can he really stay away? And then once they saw how happy and joyful he was doing game day and in the media and how good he was at it, it seemed like, oh, well, he's found his forever home until he ends up dying if he ever dies.
Yeah,
because I don't think he might never die.
No, but they were saying, would you take a losing season this year?
Right. Here's the discussion.
To bring in the 75-year-old?
Would you take... would you take a losing season at LSU this year, going 8-4 or 7-5, or would you take completely underachieving?
We bottom out and go
not even that, just underachieving right now.
Well, you have to be bad enough to fire him.
Yeah, I mean 7-5 is bad enough. With this team, this roster, the money that you've poured in, the boosters are going to be pissed that they've emptied out their pockets into building this roster, $20 million or whatever Pete Nako said, and you go 7-5.
Yeah.
You downgrade again. I mean, like 6-6, yeah. 5-7, yes. 7-5 to me is still like.
Yeah, that's a conversation.
Roster. Yeah. And
but
so,
if Nick Saban's on the other line.
But I mean, how old is he?
74.
He's 74.
No, he might be older than that.
I think he's 75.
75. Nick Saban is 73.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously birthday on Halloween.
Don't mean to be an ageist, but that is
old.
That's up there, and he looks great.
He does.
Well,
I mean, probably, but BK's 64.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's 10 years difference between them.
Would it be fun if he was like, yeah, you know what, 3-year deal?
Yeah.
I mean,
he would take a 5-year deal, though, because he wants to build it up.
Of course.
He wouldn't hamstring himself. It would take zero amount of time, though. Because this is a stupid conversation. I realize that. We all realize that.
We're going to put the PSA out right now.
We're not.
This is all hypothetical. It is all stupid. There's no.
This is July talk.
There's no realism.
July what?
Huh?
July what?
July talk.
Oh.
There's no realism to what we are speaking about right now. So just understand that.
We're just some boys having fun.
Talk. We're just some boys having fun in the middle of July. Before Zack Nagy joins us in about 5 minutes.
And we'll ask him right off the rip. First question.
Jink, owe me some Coke.
The only...
Jink.
Kanye on the brain. The only thing that would... not the only thing. The hire would be unbelievable, but he wouldn't fire anybody.
No,
you could keep your staff in place. He'd be on the cheap. So he would keep Austin Thomas. He would keep Frank Wilson. He would probably keep Blake Baker.
Whatever started.
Sloan would probably hit the bricks.
This conversation. Like, where did this...
Tiger droppings.
Okay, so this is not a thing that has been discussed by anyone in the real world.
No, I mean, there have been people, like, I saw an article put out, I don't remember who wrote it, it was on one of the major news outlets. It was like, if Saban was to return, here are the top 5 programs he would take over, and there was, like, North Carolina in it, and a handful of other programs. Then, of course, at number 1, it was LSU. Like, I think in almost everyone's mind,
well, the way he's talked about it,
when they think of Nick Saban returning to coach, they would say they look at LSU underachieving with BK, and they look at the way Saban talks about LSU, the fact that he's won a national championship at LSU, and just the program that it is.
It would be the only job he would come back for.
Let's say this, and he goes to Ole Miss, is he killed by how quickly is a fan assassinate him? Just what are the unhinged LSU fans? Right?
Oh.
Do they snap?
Probably a kid named Nick. Like, if somebody was getting interviewed on the parade ground and talking about how much he hates Alabama, and then one of the kids in the background was like, "You're named after him." He's like, "Well, my parents got drunk in 03.
Yeah, it happened. So,
middle name Saban.
It would be quite the predicament, but I just don't foresee that happening ever. Like, Saban,
of course not.
Nick Saban is he looks happy. Like, he's enjoying what he's doing right now.
Now
because that was my biggest concern when he retired, was like, is he going to have any joy in life? It seems like
he's finally getting joy.
Yeah, like he loves doing like game day. I think he thoroughly enjoys sitting next to Pat McAfee.
So good at it.
He's great. I mean,
they play off each other so well.
They do. They do a great job.
Like, there are so few like really excellent broadcast combinations of people. For the most part, it's really just it's like Fox Sunday Morning Football people where you're just like, God, I can't fucking
I just want to get me to the game.
I mean, like Saban and McAfee, excellent. Noah and Lloyd, as good as it gets.
Right.
Just these guys with chemistry on TV,
It works.
Or YouTube. But look, we'll take a quick break. We'll get the phone. We
just took a break.
We got to get the phone line set up, get Nagy in here for
I already did. I sent it to him.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for him to join.
Beautiful. So, yeah, we'll have Zack Nagy join us in about 3 minutes, and we will turn away from the Nick Saban LSU conversation. As much as Lloyd, I think, wants to dive into the conversation.
There's so much more to be.
There, you can really unpack this whole thing and have some fun with it. But like we said, that was not in realism.
It's a Terry call, right? What people say?
Yes. I don't think Nick Saban will be returning to coaching anytime soon. And I don't even want to think about if LSU has a losing record with this roster going into 25.
One more thing.
Okay, let's hear it.
Saban left because of the transfer portal, NIL, and all of that, right?
Right.
Now that there's a little bit more structure and LSU seems to have a plan in place, it does kind of make it, all of that stress goes away. Doesn't have to worry about it. Like, that doesn't come to his door.
In theory.
Right. Well, this is all in theory.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just saying, even like taking Saban out of it, just the NIL standpoint, it looks like there's a lot of structure right now because we haven't really seen it yet. Like, it could take this complete left turn and be like an absolute mess with the revenue sharing and the collect. Like this could turn into just lawsuit, debate, argument, this, that, the other, like waivers, all of these things. We just don't know yet.
Yeah, and I do think LSU would be foolish to get bitten again by not being prepared, like we talked about Jay Johnson contingency plan, to not have a contingency plan, because the College Athletic Commission that they formed to, I guess, patrol or monitor the NIL situation outside of revenue share is already being sued.
Right.
For the same thing that the suit was built upon, which is, like, you can't tell me how much somebody is worth if I'm willing to pay for it.
Right.
And so it's the same legal conversation, because you can't just form a commission that says these are the rules. And it's like this has been tried in court. They already have the law. Like, it's already been tried in court under this. Like, you can't give somebody a fair market value depending on what you think they're worth. It's if I want to pay somebody there's a million jobs in this country where people get paid to do nothing.
Right.
Like, if you want to audit everybody, good luck. And so what makes it different for college football? Like, there's not a world in which that lives. It's a business. And so I don't think that this will really stand for much longer unless the coaches are like, no, I agree with you. And then Sark comes out yesterday during his SEC media day, and he talked about one of the reasons that I guess they're trying to evolve with revenue share is we don't have that conversation on the forefront anymore.
Right.
Like, we wait to have the NIL conversation last, and he feels like that hurts him. And the biggest thing that stuck out to me is, like, we can't make those offers at the forefront anymore. So they clearly were whenever he was the one saying, we have never built a roster.
Yeah.
Oh, you think Colin Simmons wanted to go to LSU? I mean, yeah, wanted to go to Texas or LSU.
No, I mean, they were opening every recruitment with, all right.
There's Lamborghinis in the parking lot.
You see these cars.
Write down the number, slide it over to the table.
I got a blank sticky note sitting right here in front of you. There's a pen to the right of it. And just write a number down right there, and we'll be good to go. So.
I don't know. Nagy was in and we left.
Do you want to take a break to get him in?
Yeah, now you can get your precious break.
No, I just feel like it's easier.
Of course.
So we'll take a quick break.
It's easier for me. You have to do both.
Well, let me do it. Let me come
he's back.
Let me come help you out of it. Oh, we're good?
Back.
Let me get these.
All right, we got you.
These terrible headphones in. I'm sorry, Mikey. I appreciate you letting us do this. These headphones give me a panic attack.
Good. It's good for you.
It's not. I don't like panic attacks.
No. Don't do panic attacks.
But like we said, we're going to continue the LSU football conversation and touch on a little LSU baseball as well, as we are joined, I believe, for the first time
on Tingle and
Co. By Sports Illustrated's Zack Nagy, who does such great work on Twitter. Make sure you go follow him over on X. He gets the news out about as fast as anybody else. I've got the post notifications on because that is how I make sure I stay at least somewhat in the realm of being early, because I know guys like Zach are going to be getting it out there ASAP. Zach, good morning. We appreciate you joining us.
How's it going, guys? Y'all are muted, by the way.
Oh, go again.
Got us.
You
got me now? Nope, still nothing. Hello, testing 1 2.
Hey guys, I can't hear y'all. By the way.
We'll take a quick break and get that.
All right, that's weird. All right, I got you. All right, we'll take a break.
We'll be right back. We'll get the audio figured out.
Tiger fans. Nah, it's still a little messed up.
Awesome beer cave and a great selection of anything you may need on your trip. Located at 4 Sergeant Prentice Drive as you're entering Natchez on the left. Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff, where the Po' Boys are so good you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Zach, you got us? Okay, I got you. Hold on. That's on me. All right, now go.
Can you hear me?
Yep, all good.
Beauty, let's get it, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your patience.
No worries.
All right, we're back.
All right, we are back here closing it out here this morning on this Wednesday, getting back to the LSU football. A little bit of LSU baseball, like I said, with one of the best in the business, Sports Illustrated, Zack Nagy, joining us. Zack, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, man, doing good on this end. Sorry about those little technical difficulties started off, but ready to talk some LSU football, some baseball. Obviously, recruiting's been booming. Jay Johnson's doing what he does best, and ready to talk some ball.
Yeah, no, I'll just get it started kind of open-ended on all fronts. The news wire, it's been the last 2 weeks. What has it been like just from your standpoint of just, it seems like every day you wake up, you get your day started, and then at some point in the day there's some news that breaks for either LSU football or LSU baseball.
Yeah, dude, it feels like since Omaha, business has been booming, right?
Right.
You got Lamar Brown, July 4th, July 10th weekend following Isaiah Washington on the football front. You got a bunch of guys that are just popping left and right, and Brian Kelly and company are really starting to hit the ground running, top 10 class in the 2026 cycle. And then Jay Johnson, I mean, not that many words need to be said on what he's doing. It's phenomenal. It's that reload and reconstruct mode for that roster, and you're starting to see it come together really quickly. So, yeah, man, business is booming, and it can't really stop with LSU. A lot of people like to talk about how July is this period where things are kind of slow and maybe you can take a vacation or two, but no, I haven't had the chance to do any of that. It's been straight work mode, but it's been good. It's been good. Can't complain.
Yeah, and then on the LSU football front, away from kind of recruiting and more of like this front office staff that they've put together, the modernization of LSU football, Austin Thomas has called it. Break down some of those additions they've made in Martin, Petito, Bolden, and what they mean for the future of LSU football.
Yeah, I think you're starting to see kind of like what you said, spot on, is that front office mode and that modernization of kind of front office college football. It's a changed game now. You're dealing with basically salary caps. You're dealing with a bunch of extracurriculars that you've never had to deal with before. And it starts now with what Austin Thomas is doing on the back end behind the scenes. He is probably one of the most important hires that LSU has made in quite some time, and you're starting to see them reap the benefits of that. Look what he's doing now. He's spearheading the push for guys like Kelvin Bolden, Sam Petito, and Jeff Martin. And Kelvin Bolden is one that I'm circling as one that can be extremely impactful. You're starting to see Mississippi start to produce some of the top prospects in America. And LSU's gone in there already and gotten players like Emmanuel Tucker, obviously Bryson Cooley now, and you're trying to hold on to Tristan Keys. But Kelvin Bolden's a guy who's a Mississippi native, has helped recruit that state in a big way for Ole Miss in the past. And now you pair him next to Director of Recruiting Donovan Tate, you're in a pretty good spot moving forward in that state. So for me, that's one of the biggest hires that they could have made. And then you put on top of that Jeff Martin and the relationships that he has, and not many words need to be said for Sam Petito. This is a guy who's an elite level recruiter, elite level relationships guy. So what they're doing is pretty phenomenal on that front. And obviously it helps behind the scenes with Austin Thomas and developing NIL and whatnot. But the relationships aspect is what really moves the needle for me.
Yeah, and then kind of talking about that same thing, but kind of the big picture of it. I talked about it the other day, and I kind of used the analogy of like it's a puzzle. And it seems like LSU's kind of put the puzzle pieces together. Like you have this front office staff that you just talked about, the coaching staff at LSU from a on-the-field coaching and a recruiting standpoint feels like it's as good as it gets. And then the roster that they've put together, and like you said, the NIL support as well. Does it feel like all those puzzle pieces are kind of coming together right now for LSU?
Yeah, man. The word that Brian Kelly likes to use is being aligned. And the goal since he got here 3-4 years ago was to get the program aligned in the right direction. And there's so many different pieces to that puzzle that need to be put together, right? Whether it's recruiting, NIL, development, etc. I think you're starting to see them click on all cylinders. And I don't want to sit here and put these lofty expectations on the program right now, of course, but it's a college football playoff or bust season for LSU, and I think everybody knows that. This isn't really it's kind of a casual take. It isn't one that's lofty by any means, but you're seeing them get aligned in every way. Austin Thomas is helping on the NIL front. You're seeing him put together that front office staff. From a development perspective, you have Blake Baker and Joe Sloan back for year 2. At the coordinator position. You've seen some phenomenal off-field hires. You're starting to see that development aspect really make a move. So for me, they are becoming aligned. Brian Kelly is making it happen right now off the field. Spring camp was great, seeing these guys gel. You have the #1 transfer portal class in America. And now it's kind of time to put it all together on the field, and fall camp will show that next month. And then obviously you got Clemson week 1 to kind of see if they did it right and see if they can make things happen.
Zach, real quick, y'all are talking about putting like a puzzle piece together. You named some of the names: Austin Thomas, Joe Sloan, Blake Baker. Who do you think is the actual orchestrator of all of this? Because for my opinion, I do have to think these are hires that feel very much related to Scott Woodward. The relationships, whenever you talk about Petito, you talk about grabbing Austin Thomas, and he was very well aware of what LSU was doing when they had Austin Thomas. Like, it feels like these are coming from on high, because these aren't relationships that I would say that Brian Kelly had.
Yeah, Scott Woodward orchestrated that hire to get Austin Thomas in the mix, and that's obviously who's spearheading this push is Austin Thomas. I mean, what he's doing in that general manager role is phenomenal, but to your point, yeah, Scott Woodward's the man. I mean, there's a reason why this athletic department is booming right now, whether it's Jay Johnson, Kim Mulkey, Matt McMahon's getting things steered in the right direction, and then obviously on the football front, you see what they're doing off the field. So, yeah, Scott Woodward is piecing this together, and the pieces that he's bringing in are kind of helping from the top down, if that makes sense. It starts with Scott Woodward, then goes to a guy like Austin Thomas, and so on. So it's working. What they're doing, whatever their new strategic plan is working in a big way, and we started to see it happen really around that December timeframe when they started in the portal, and it feels like they just hit the ground running ever since.
And then continuing on with LSU football, a little bit more on this year's roster. Obviously, the transfer portal class that they put together was the best in the country. And to me, part of the biggest thing is when you look at like the defense, you're going to see upwards of 8 or more people or players on the field that weren't in purple and gold last year at some times on this defense, really outside of that linebacker room. Like Mansour Delane at corner, both of your starting safeties potentially with Cooley and Halsey, Sadir Mitchell, and the edge rushers, Peyton, Butler, Pyburn, guys like that. Like, you could see a defense that has a whole lot of players and pieces that weren't playing for LSU last season. Talk about that portal class and kind of what LSU was able to do building it this offseason.
Yeah, I think when you look at the #1 transfer portal class in America, you're seeing kind of this team prepare to throw double-digit newcomers out on that field. Whether it's guys, like Jack Pyburn, Patrick Payton, etc. It's significant. It's significant. And guys like Mansour Delane are getting swept under the rug, in my opinion, just because he's such a Swiss Army knife. He's not necessarily this phenomenal player at one position. He's just very good at so many different things. So when you look at the portal class, it starts with the defensive side of the ball. You're intrigued with guys like Halsey, Mansour Delane, Sadir Mitchell, etc. But offensively is obviously where your bread and butter is going to be. You return Garrett Nussmeier and you give him an embarrassment of riches on the outside. Nick Anderson, Barrion Brown, Destin Hill, etc. Offensively is where I'm intrigued to see what can happen there. But man, these portal additions are phenomenal. It's hard to not be excited about what they're doing there. I expect double-digit newcomers to make an impact this season.
And as Buddy Sanji would say, all of these portal additions are very much lingerie. It all looks very sexy on the outside, but where games are won and lost are in the trenches. And when you look at what LSU has done on the offensive line, would that be your #1 cause for concern? Just because if you're not able to give Nussmeier time, you see what happens whenever he is put under pressure, the mistakes that he's been kind of prone to making. Is there a concern on the offensive line at all whenever you add some pieces from the portal, but they don't seem to make an instant impact in terms of playing time?
First of all, Buddy Sanji is the absolute man.
The legend.
Fantastic, man. He's an absolute dog. That's the guy. That's the man. I love Buddy. That's a legend right there. And getting back to the offensive line, yeah, this is a spot for me where this team can go as far as the offensive line takes them. You're looking at 4 new starters up front, and your weakest link from last season back in DJ Chester, who's really shown that he's prepared to take that next step. So the offensive line is a position of weakness going into the fall, but I think it's one that they can make a position of strength if Brad Davis can get that puzzle piece put together. Noah, earlier we were sitting there talking about kind of this puzzle of the organization or the program as a whole. So let's talk about the puzzle within this offensive line. You're replacing so many guys with Will Campbell, Emory Jones, Garrett Dellinger, and Miles Frazier departing. You got to put that together. And you have a ton of guys that are not necessarily experienced, but they're skilled. And I'm intrigued to see how they do that. Obviously, Tyree Adams is a player that has sat behind Will Campbell for a while and taken notes. But then you have guys like Paul Mabenga, who struggled last year. Can he take that next step? Weston Davis was a 5-star out of high school. Can he live up to that 5-star status? And then you have Josh Thomas and Braylon Moore, those two guys who are going to be competing for some big-time reps this year. So there's an embarrassment of riches in the trenches, but it's just about finding that right puzzle or the right pieces to make that puzzle together. So for me, yeah, the O-line is a spot that I'm just going to be circling in fall camp and trying to see if they can find that right rotation moving forward.
And then sticking with LSU football, I want to talk about this freshman class that they've brought in that's on campus now. You know, you've seen the videos of Carius Kern bench pressing whatever the gaudy numbers were that he was doing in the weight room, and then obviously the talk about guys like Pickett and Barry. Who are some of the guys in this freshman class? Obviously, this defense and this team really as a whole is kind of an older bunch. You know, you have guys that are experienced that you've brought in from the portal, so you don't exactly need these young guys to come out and answer a bunch of questions and fill these massive roles. But who are some of the guys that you see making an impact in 2025?
Yeah, for that video of Carius is ridiculous. 425 pounds. I mean, I sat back, I'm like, what are we doing? This guy's an absolute menace. So for me, obviously, Carius Kern's the one that I'm sitting back and I'm like, okay, this guy's going to be pushing some veterans for playing time early. Brian Kelly said on National Signing Day that this is a guy who's SEC ready from a physical standpoint, or a physicality standpoint. So Carius Kern obviously is that casual take, right? This is one that I'm going to sit back and say, yeah, I expect him to make some plays on Saturdays in the trenches. And DJ Pickett, again, we know that. This is a 6'4", 190-pounder who Corey Raymond has circled as his guy. So those are two guys on each side of the ball that are pretty, casual for me to sit back and say. But Zion Williams is a player that I'm really intrigued about moving forward. This is a guy who we've already seen. We want to talk about Carius Kern in the weight room. We can talk about Zion Williams too, squatting over 600 pounds. This is a guy whose lower body is extremely strong. He drives really well with his feet. A player that Whit Weeks circled at SEC Media Days as a guy who's really impressed him so far. So defensive lineman Zion Williams is a player that I really want to see if he can take that next step in fall camp and carve out a role on this defensive line. It's going to be a challenge. Obviously, you got Dominic McKinley, Ahmad Breaux, Sadir Mitchell, Sean Washington, the return of Jacoby and Guillory. So his path to playing time is a little bit unique. But Zion Williams is a guy that I'm pretty intrigued with moving into fall camp. I think as a true freshman, he could really make an impact. So intrigued there. And then the second level, Jaden Breaker. I think that this is a gamer. His film doesn't lie. I like to say a lot of times numbers can lie, and women lie, men lie, all that stuff, but the film doesn't lie. When you grind the tape, this is a guy that really sticks out like a sore thumb. He's big, strong, and physical, and he arrived over the summer, so a lot of people have him flying under the radar since we didn't get to see him during spring camp. But I think he has an opportunity to see the field in year one. Jaden Breaker and Zion Williams are two guys that are flying under the radar for me that could really make an impact in year one.
And then turning the page to LSU baseball, just the past couple of days, there was some discourse on social media and here and there during the draft and after the MLB draft of just what LSU was going to look like after losing 9 guys to the draft. And then obviously Fry goes early, and that takes away the conversation of him returning. And then 8 high school signees also get drafted and are on the way out. And then Jay Johnson just turns around and does a complete mood boost yesterday with 2 massive transfer portal additions. Talk about the job Jay Johnson has done and what those 2 additions yesterday mean to this baseball program.
Yeah, Jay Johnson's a recruiting guru. There's not too much to say on that. I mean, he is just absolutely sensational on the recruiting trail. And everybody likes to say Jay Johnson gets what he wants, and it's a fact. I mean, he is the most put together head coach that I feel like I've been around in quite some time. He's strategic, he's savvy, he's an elite level recruiter. He does it all, and there's a reason why he's won 2 natties in the last 3 years. And once the MLB draft ended late Monday night, he went to work. You saw them get Angelo State right-handed pitcher Dax Daith, a guy who was phenomenal at the Division II level. You got him in the mix as well to join that pitching staff. And then the next day you start to see guys like Tanner Reed, Zach Cowan, Chris Stanfield, all announce their returns to the program. And then boom, you get Zach York from Grand Canyon, who's an absolute slugger, by the way. This is he fits that hefty lefty role. I mean, 6'2", 295. This is an absolute beast of a player. I mean, he is a monster, and he can rake. So Jay Johnson's excited about what he can provide this program, obviously. And then you get your big fish, right, from Oregon State, Trent Caraway, a player who dominated the Corvallis Regional. I mean, the most outstanding player for a good reason, blasted a handful of home runs, a guy who, if you can put him together, Noah, this is a guy that I'm really, really intrigued about. I'm not going to sit here and put first, second round label on this guy in the MLB draft, but this is one that MLB evaluators and MLB scouts are extremely intrigued about if he can put it all together. We'll use the puzzle piece analogy for the third time, right? If he can put it all together, this is a guy who could be the most impactful transfer if he puts it together. He's a really, really talented player. So for me, that's really the big fish right there. So yeah, over those last 24, 36, 48 hours, Jay Johnson's reconstructed this roster, had some big-time returnees, big-time additions, and they've really entered that reload mode in Baton Rouge.
Do you think he's done?
No, I don't think Jay Johnson's done. I'll never say Jay Johnson's done, man. He does things that I never expect. Sometimes I'm caught off guard with the moves that he's making, but no, I wouldn't be shocked to see him make one or two more additions before it's all said and done.
To put you on the spot, what do you think that would be? Obviously added, 3 left-handed pitchers. You saw, obviously he was impacted by the Major League Baseball draft, and you see the moves he's made after. I don't think these were on a whim, but you see the position players he's added where you have a finite amount of spots on the defensive end, but if he had to add another piece, what do you think that would be?
Yeah, I think you lost almost double-digit signees to the draft. One of those moves could be him potentially getting a guy to not sign and to get him to campus. You saw some players get drafted after the 10th round. So one of the moves could be potentially getting a signee to campus. And then looking at some defensive players, yeah, you're pretty stacked there. Maybe another pitching, a guy to add the pitching staff, a right-hander. I know, like you said, you've added a bunch of guys there, but to get another right-hander in the mix would be a pretty solid move to just boost that depth even more. So Jay Johnson's proven he's not afraid to go out and get some guys just in case. We saw him go get Connor Benj last year to add him to the mix as just a kind of a backup plan just in case. So no, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go get one or two guys, and even if one or two of those guys includes a signee who doesn't sign an MLB contract.
How big of a deal is it that Jay Johnson is keeping this entire staff intact going from 25 to 26 and the work they've done this offseason, and that it just seems like Yeski, Jordan, go down the list of guys are sticking around as they were looked at as the best staff in college baseball, and nobody's headed out currently to go anywhere else?
Yeah, it's huge, man. It's a testament to the efforts of Jay Johnson in every way. We know the product that he can put on the field, but what he does behind the scenes is ridiculous. Everybody likes to use the analogy, does he sleep? Does he do anything besides eat, sleep baseball? No. And no, I mean, this is a guy who just strictly lives and breathes the game. And the coaching staff knows it. You have a guy like Josh Jordan, who was obviously in the mix for that Duke job, but being in Baton Rouge is where he wants to be. And to keep him on this staff is huge. Nate Yeski, huge. I mean, these are elite guys in the college game. So it's big time to keep this staff intact. And then you return guys from that championship roster. It's hard to not be intrigued about what 2026 can offer. You got some dudes from last year. You keep that staff intact. It speaks volumes. And again, kind of reiterate that it's just a testament to the man that Jay Johnson is and really what he's done over the last couple of months and years since being in Baton Rouge.
And he's always had the moniker, at least for 2024, 2025, the championship year, of like tough and together. And when you see all these signees pop up on Twitter, the first people to react are people that are already on the team, like Kate Aaron Beatty. You've seen the reaction to Stanfield. Like, you just see all of the guys that are on the team to be able to have like a positive influence where you would think that they would want maybe not as much competition, but I really do think that Jay has bred a level of that they want that, and they want more pieces just to win a championship.
Yeah, I think this team, or just the program as a whole, is really put together right now. You even see guys like when Ashton Larson transfers to Texas, you see Stephen Milam on Twitter commenting. You see all these dudes commenting and kind of clowning on him and stuff. Josh Pearson putting horns down and stuff. I mean, it's just they're having fun. And you got to see guys like Kate Aaron Beatty in the dugout just having a good time, doing what the little frat flick and stuff in the dugout. I mean, dude, he's having a good time. Like, these guys are just having some fun every single game, every single inning. I mean, the team is so put together here. It starts with Jay Johnson at the top, and then you talk about the rest of the staff like Josh Jordan and Nate Yeske, keeping them aligned in the right way. They're just having fun. The chemistry and continuity is there. We saw that. There's a reason why they're natty champs. And I don't think you're going to see them slow down on that camaraderie front. I think Jay Johnson knows what it takes, obviously, to get guys aligned. And you're going to start to see more of that heading into 2026.
Last one, back to football to close it out. What are your expectations for the 2025 season for LSU?
It's hard to not sit here and think that they haven't pushed all the right buttons to be a college football playoff team. That schedule is daunting. I was going through it on a show the other day, kind of game by game and giving predictions, and I was thinking to myself, damn, like this is a pretty challenging schedule. And I know it's the SEC, and I know that it's a casual take, but man, like, it is a pretty difficult slate for this team this year. Expectations-wise, it's a college football playoff or bust year for this team. There's a reason why you went all in during the offseason to go make some big-time hires, to go and put together the #1 transfer portal class in America. It's an all-in year for Brian Kelly. Year 4 is that year that he has to get over the hump and reach the college football playoff. So for me, it's a 10-2 season. I'm not quite sure 9-3 would be good enough for this LSU fan base. We know how fiery they are, and I'm not quite sure that they'd be okay with 9 wins. So for me, I got to sit back and say that it's a college football playoff or bust year for them. Expectations-wise, that's where it's at. You bring back Garrett Nussmeier. You add just, again, I'll use the same cliche, an embarrassment of riches on the outside to help him out and give him more weapons to work with. Defensively, you reloaded in a big way. So it's a college football playoff or bust for me, Noah. I think that they really have the opportunity to do that. The schedule is daunting, but you have the playmakers to really get over the hump and get this team steered in the right direction.
Especially with Nick Saban looming.
Man, I got asked about that yesterday. I'm not even kidding, dude. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm on a show, and somebody's asking me, do you think Nick Saban potentially being back in college football makes Brian Kelly more nerve-wracking or more like nervous? And I'm like, I don't know. It's a $50 million buyout for Brian Kelly or something. So I don't know. I was sitting back. I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah. I was like, absolutely. Sure.
Well, we appreciate your time this morning. Thank you for joining us, and we'll talk again soon.
Yeah, guys, let's do it. Y'all have a good one.
Yep. You too. There he is, Zack Nagy from Sports Illustrated. Great stuff, great information. Like I said, go follow him on Twitter at @znaggy20. He is as good as it gets on social media. He gets the news out like that. He's one of the quickest in the LSU news realm, and he does a really, really good job with fall camp and his practice breakdowns and things like that. We will have him on pretty routinely because the information was excellent. So appreciate Zack. Make sure you give him a follow. And we appreciate y'all this morning. Make sure, if you appreciate us, you like, you subscribe, you share, you tell your mom, your brother, your sister, your grandparents,
Dads.
All your friends.
Dads.
I didn't say that one on purpose. to subscribe and like as well. Follow us on all of our social medias.
His email and subscribe.
at Tingle__.
Super chat.
But we appreciate you guys, and to show that appreciation, we're going to play some games to close it out once again. As now we have the full crew back together, and we've got our 3 people in our 3 game. Wow. Yeah. No, that's fun. And some of these numbers, I think.
Jelani Watkins is a
437.
427.
Yeah, that is wrong.
That was the first comment underneath this post on Twitter. That must have been his freshman season, before track.
That was freshman
year of high school.
That 437. No, I mean I think Barry and Brown, Chris Hilton, and Jelani Watkins are closer to below 4.3. Like, those guys are fast.
I mean, Jelani Watkins is the second fastest guy in college track right now.
Yeah. I mean, like that, and
that's in 100 meters.
Yeah,
it's so much speed. And the ones I'm really
excited
for.
We haven't put Jelani in yet.
No, we've not. And
Aaron and Hilton.
That's Dwayne's fault.
Well, Mr. Pickle doesn't know what he's doing. We'll have him on one day.
Aaron Anderson and Chris Hilton, I think, are those are wide receivers. No diss to anyone. Xavier Thomas and Barry and Brown, they're going to get creative with. these tunnel screens that get him into the backfield. Like Barry and Brown took handoffs at Kentucky. Like they're going to mix this in and have some fun.
Yeah. It's going to be so hard not to go for it on fourth down every time.
Every time.
Like get him the football. Like Joe Sloan has a lot on his plate.
Jawan Johnson and Barry and Brown, Xavier Thomas, Jawan Johnson in the backfield, triple option, whatever you want. Like just let's have some fun.
Harlan Berry,
wing T.
I want to talk so bad about our
Pickle?
dynasty right now, but I'm not going to do it.
We're going to start streaming it. And
we need to take a picture of him just so we can show the people.
Yes, I would love to see that.
Coach Pickle?
Coach Pickle.
Coach DP.
He's a piece of shit.
I really hate the way you say that. Coach DP. Ugh.
He's trash and
he can't come up for air with DP.
Oh, gosh. Stop. Oh.
Pickle party.
It's a pickle party. Pickle and Co.
Do you want to do the Yackle? Or do you want to go straight to the other two games?
We'll save the Yackles because we got Yackle heavy last time.
We did. Let's do
Barstool Trivia.
The Barstool Trivia and an athletics connections.
Yes.
I like the Legion of Zoom nickname, of course. No, that's a great one. I mean, it's
accurate. I hope it works.
Yes. Oh my gosh! That'll be tomorrow's topic. Don't get me started on that now. You're gonna get me going, Lloyd.
I know, but it really is gonna be so frustrating.
Gets the people going. Yeah. No, I don't want to think about things that way just yet. Let that be an August.
Well, because people are going to have.
Let that be an August emotion, please.
It's just if it doesn't work, or if they lose a game, and they're not going to go undefeated, right? Like you have to account for some losses. And there's been, why don't you give him the ball? Why don't you get him the ball? Why don't you play him?
Of course.
And it's like we don't know.
Everyone's coaching now. Like that's the point. That's the place
everybody. Well, everybody paid.
Yes. So everyone's coaching.
I paid. You paid.
I'm still paying. I haven't stopped that subscription yet.
Good. But if they lose, end it. I would love to see like the
drop off.
Yeah, like a stock market. Yeah, the dip after
August
Clemson loss. Yeah. We actually can't pay anybody.
Well, this is the thing about, and I guess we'll talk about this.
We'll save it.
We'll get into more tomorrow, but I just want to say one thing. If they were to lose week 1, this is the most, just on paper in a vacuum.
Acceptable?
It's the most, out of the 4 season openers, Florida State, USC, and Clemson, this is the most acceptable because of the level of competition you're playing against.
And where you're playing.
Yeah. But we'll get into that tomorrow.
Already building up excuses for you, BK. Don't worry.
We're helping you out, buddy. We'll get into that tomorrow. Let's play some games.
Let's have some fun and not think about it.
All right. NFL, NBA, MLB, and then, of course, my favorite celebrity mashup. You're about to witness greatness today, Jonathan. I don't know if you've seen me in the celebrity mashup game.
I have not.
You do it off the rip?
Yeah, why not? Let's see how fast I can do it. Wow, this is a tough one.
Oh, I knew it.
Dang it. I recognize her. Is that Reese Witherspoon?
That's Reese Witherspoon, and I think it's the guy. Is it the guy from Taken?
Liam Neeson? I don't think that's Liam Neeson's hair. It's definitely Reese Witherspoon.
Christian Bale? I'm not going to play. You play.
That chin is throwing me off.
That's really the hair. It's great hair. That's great hair.
Is it like
God,
is it Michael Douglas from 40 years ago? Are these current pictures?
Mm-hmm. It does look like a good Michael Douglas.
Is it Vincent Chase? I can't stop. I'm so glad I'm watching this show.
Yeah.
It is the best.
The best thing about it is you're going to watch it. You're going to be sad when it's over. Then you're going to start it again. Or start like picking and choosing episodes. Where are you?
Season 3, close to
the
end.
Yeah, this is
hired Ari back.
Just when
Ari Gold's the best character of anything ever.
In any television show ever.
I don't see Uma Thurman here. Am I crazy?
No, it's not Uma Thurman. It's definitely Reese Witherspoon is the female.
Oh, wait. Oh, I had it first.
Is it Kevin Bacon? No, that's not his chin. What's the other guy's name that looks like Kevin Bacon, but it's not Kevin Bacon? What's the movie? Did you see The Black Phone?
Oh, Ethan Hawke.
Oh, Ethan Hawke.
That is Fonz Ferrelli.
That's who it is? Go, we got it. Let's go. Ethan Hawke, because speaking of Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke. That's why he said it.
Yeah.
That's why I said it.
There you
That's
go.
why I said subconsciously.
Shout out Fonz is there with us. God, that was awesome. That was more like that felt better than like doing it fast. Like yesterday's Tom Hanks and Charlie Sheen or whatever. Like that one felt good. This felt good to like really think about it. All right, let's go to NFL. Let's do sports. No more celebrity mashings.
I'm reading Fonz. Witherspoon. No, it's the white guy from Training Day.
Yeah, that's
Fonz, you're on it. I think you're on it, Fonz. That's it. Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke.
That's awesome. I can't believe Training Day is not the first. I just saw Black Phone again. I watched it again.
Me too.
Dude, such a good movie.
Wait, we watched it.
Yeah. Right.
Is it not such a good movie?
It is.
It was excellent. Let's see. Calais
back.
Campbell. This is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yep.
Saxonville. He went and joined this AFC team from 2017 because 2017 Jaguars.
Yeah, that was with Lenny.
That was with Lenny. That was that run. NBA.
Averaging over 15 points and 10 rebounds per game. This Bobcats player won.
Emeka Okafor?
2005 Rookie of the Year. Yeah, Okafor does feel like 2005.
I think so.
I was going to say Okafor or Gerald Wallace.
Wallace is older than that.
Yeah.
I don't think he started with the Hornets. I think he started with the Kings, maybe. I think it was Okafor.
Yeah, I think he started. I'm pretty sure.
I think it's Emeka.
Jaleel?
No.
Nice.
There we go.
Kinfolk.
Welcome back. Yep. Couldn't tell you.
He was a New York Yankee, was he not?
That's you guys, not me.
When he in the Bronx is burning?
You know, seems as good an answer as any.
I think it's the New York.
Gage Evans, Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
Oh.
That was 2012, but yeah, he was special.
Can I do this? I feel
Do
bad.
it. I'm good with it. I have no idea. So there you go. Guy, you're a genius. Books. I don't know any books.
Oh, that's why you're here.
The Grapes of Wrath.
Salinger.
How do you spell it?
S-A-I-L-I.
There you go. JD.
No, shit.
Ah, it's okay.
Oh.
Now he's ruined for the rest of the day.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right.
You get to double dip.
We can double dip. We can go back to it. We'll let you rack your brain. Calm down. Chain restaurants.
Chicken dippers.
That guy's mice and men.
Major chicken chain recently introduced a new chicken strip item.
Well, it's not Cane's.
Chicken dippers. It's not Cane's because those are chicken fingers.
Is it the Hut?
They're a chicken chain?
dippers.
What's the other?
Oh, it's a chicken chain. Zach?
John Steinbeck.
Steinbeck.
That's who Brian Burgess got it for us. We'll go back to the chicken dippers. I have no idea.
What's the
What's the what?
So how do you define a KFC?
KFC chicken dipper.
That sounds like some bullshit that they would put on a menu.
A chicken dipper.
KFC chicken dippers.
It's not McDonald's because it'd be a McChicken dipper.
Yeah.
A chicken McDipper.
And then a chicken
McChicken
chain.
McDipper.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of chicken chains.
I don't think Zaxby's counts as major yet, right? That's still pretty reach.
That was the other one I was thinking.
Chicken chain would be like
KFC.
Popeyes, KFC.
Not Sonic. That's a burger.
Because Popeyes already has chicken tenders.
Yeah, I don't think it's Popeyes.
No, Fonz is saying Popeyes.
Really?
I
Is it
recently
Popeyes?
Ordered from the Popeyes.
Because I used to get tenders from Popeyes as a kid, and it was called tenders.
Just
but maybe they
because of Taco Bell. Popeyes.
Do it. Send it. Popeyes.
You didn't see chicken dippers on the menu?
Nope.
Huh? No,
Television.
I kind of want to see
TV.
what they. Hold on.
Find me a chicken.
I want to see what
chicken
they
dipper.
look like.
It's probably just like a
Hush.
chicken tender.
They already had
Chicken dippers, Popeyes images.
Oh, fuck yeah.
They look good. Oh, it's like chicken fries.
Yeah.
God, that does look great.
Chicken fries are good.
I do love a chicken fry, and this is probably the best chicken fries ever.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Yeah, I'll see you guys at Popeyes.
Yeah.
I'll bring them in tomorrow morning. We'll just have a plethora of chicken dippers on the table.
Oh, yeah, just chewing into the mics. Chicken dippers.
Some crunch. What's that called? A mukbang?
Mukbang.
Yeah.
You should do a mukbang.
I would love to.
Film the after.
One thing, my thought process always was, if content in sports doesn't work out, my next step would be food. Like, that would be my next
Tie them
journey.
together.
That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to start doing that because I love to eat. And I would love to just eat more. And maybe sometime get paid to eat.
If you're thinking of July segments, and I got some ideas, but you hogging down some food.
Yeah, I would love to.
We did a 9-dog challenge.
We didn't do 9, but I did have 8. I did 2 hot dogs a quarter for a women's basketball game.
No, that's what it was for basketball.
We did 16 in total. You did 4. Christian did 4. I had 8.
And we went in there going,
I could eat 5.
You can't eat 5.
I could have done more than 8.
I've seen you eat.
I'd be in a
4 was.
I love hot dogs.
I do too.
I do. Hot dogs are great.
And I grilled them and everything.
8 will make you mad at yourself. I could have
4.
gone,
4 I was gross.
I could have gone farther than 8.
I know you could have.
My reconstructed digestive system would probably pop.
Yeah.
Let's see. And the penguin. This is How I Met Your Mother. She dated what's his face.
How About Your Father.
Good job, 'cause I never watched that shit.
Yeah. She was. I tell you what, she was great in the Penguin.
Yeah, everybody Googled her a lot.
She's great in everything. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's how I figured out she was in How I Met Your Mother. No. Set during a holiday in 2009, remake of a 1981 in mining gear. I mean, this would be Halloween, right?
In mining gear.
Like, is that not what Michael Myers was?
It'd have to be Halloween because
like the uniform he's wearing.
I guess that's like mining gear.
Boo
yes,
too,
Medea Halloween. Yeah.
Which Halloween?
Well,
God, there's so many.
I mean, that's not fair.
I think it's just the normal Halloween. Just naked
it's
Halloween.
A remake, let's just say it's a remake of just.
I think
Halloween
it's just,
ends.
No,
Halloween 20
Halloween.
years later, 1981. So 20. That would make
and
sense.
And these aren't the ones that like
Halloween
Danny McBride did.
Dang it!
Well, that was stupid, Noah.
How was it stupid?
1981 would be Halloween. So it's a remake.
It's a remake. They're not gonna.
81's
clearly
about
they
They're
did.
gonna say Halloween 2.
They did.
Well, look, Brian Burgess said it could be My Bloody Valentine, so maybe they didn't. I mean, you know, I'm gonna look it up right now. Just a 2009.
Well, yeah, we can't get it right.
Remake of
Mining gear, murder.
Halloween.
Oh, shit.
It was Halloween 2.
Simply no.
Reggae band, Red Wine Can't Help Falling in Love.
It's not Simply Red. It's
English reggae band.
Blah blah blah.
I have no idea. UB40, Andrew Messina and Hunter Hall said.
That is it.
And then we'll go back and we'll do Steinbeck for books.
God.
Yes, double dick.
I
was just thinking Steinbeck. Daniel Dickinson. I tell you what, that was my tweet when he hit that second home run against Little Rock. That was my tweet when
the biggest dick.
And my dad was like, "You can't tweet that." I said, "Don't care, I am."
Who is it? It's time I put off tickets.
It was Steinbeck.
That's gonna haunt me for like weeks.
But it led to this.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, John Stein. Oh, John Stein dick.
Welcome to the Milwaukee Brewers, Daniel Dickinson.
Oh, fuck yeah, dick.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It shows you what everyone else did in the world, huh?
Yeah.
No, so we're smart.
I mean, we got 50 people playing.
Well, we got, the majority of those on our own. We got hope for 2, 3.
Double dick.
Did we lose connection?
Not yet.
It's refreshing. That was awesome. I'm glad that's the word I said, not something worse. That was funny.
How I Met Your Mother. Let's athletically connect. And we'll
let's
get out of here.
back up first.
I'm still streaming over here.
I don't know why it's down.
Is your Wi-Fi up?
Nope. Wi-Fi went down.
It's only a
My
matter of
phone
time.
died.
God, again, you're like me.
That's all right. We're still up. We're still going. What's up?
What's up?
What's up, guys?
I would hate to know if they missed the double dick.
No, they didn't. They did not miss. I saw in the chat.
Hard to miss the double dick.
They did not miss that. Hard to miss.
Double dick.
Hard to miss.
Yellow potato.
That's terrible. I don't have the chat anymore because I was using my phone as Wi-Fi. Let's see. Nittany Lion.
Yeah, fighting Irish.
Potty mouth Noah. Pause.
Pause.
Damn, Noah.
Golden.
Who said that? Who said that?
Where's your head, Fawn?
The Scarlet Knights. what's Akron? The golden
Silver-
Zips or the
Golden Arches.
Oh, God, you're such a pervert.
I'm thinking of food.
Oh.
That's McDonald's, you sicko. You're a pervert. I said Golden Arches for McDonald's. You heard Arches and
I think
Redwood,
one is
you
mascot
sicko.
adjectives, but let's not jump on it
Let's
too
see.
You're a sucker.
No, you're a sucker.
Oh.
Minnesota!
Nittany Lions fighting. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, fighting Irish.
Golden Domers. Mia Hamm.
Might be.
I'm so out of it, and I don't have the chat, so I can't read you what the chat's saying.
Golden Nittany fighting Scarlet.
Do it.
We were on it. Golden Nittany
Nittany
fighting
Scarlet.
Johansson. Wood.
Julius Peppers, Michael Jordan, Vince Carter,
Danny Green.
Danny Green. There we go. North Carolina.
Oh, Mia Hamm.
Yeah. God.
Well,
Okay,
Danny Green
that's all
went
right.
there.
Yeah,
Don't
he did.
disrespect Danny.
There's no way Danny Green was going to be the option.
Well, you disrespected him. You just said
I know. With Michael Jordan, Julius Peppers, Vince Carter, and Danny Green.
Danny Green.
Scout, grade, assess, and rate are all
Yes.
your ranked guys or whatever.
Green, yellow, white, and polka dot.
Huh. Oh,
Tour de
would not have
France.
gotten that.
No. I hate the Tour de France. My dad loves it, and so I have terrible memories as a child being at the beach, and my dad always would have the Tour de France on the TV, and we could not turn it off.
They don't do anything.
I just want to. Can I watch something else on television?
pedal.
Than these guys riding their bike, and then you'd see an LSU flag every now and again, and you'd be like,
Like, why? I don't know why.
DiCaprio video. But there we go. Some successful games. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us as we get off the go haywire after 9 a.m. Appreciate you guys joining us. Make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your friends. And we'll be back tomorrow morning from 7 on with maybe some chicken dippers. You never know.
Some chicken dickers.
Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Love you guys.